Kikosi cha Kenya na vilevile Akif Virani akiwa ni miongoni mwa wale ambao watakuwa wanawakilisha kikosi kile ama kikosi cha waendeshaji magari wa humu nchini. Na zaidi ya yote ni kwamba kampuni ya Hyundai ambayo imeshinda makala mawili ama raundi mbili za kwanza ikiwa ni Rally Monte pamoja na Rally Sweden itakuwa inawakilishwa zaidi na baadhi ya wale ambao watakuwa nafanya vizuri. Kumbuka kwamba tutakuwa na Thierry Neuville akishirikiana na Martin ambao watakuwa na wakilisha kampuni ya Hyundai. Tuko na Ott Tanak ambaye pia atakuwa anashiriki akiwa anashirikiana na Martin Javoeja, alafu tuko na Sapeka Lapi ambaye ameweza kushinda ama alishinda mkondo ule wa Sweden. Kwa hivyo tutakuwa tunazidi kuangalia tuweze kuona ni lipi ambalo litakuwa linafanyika katika mashindano haya. Kumbuka kwamba wageni ni wengi zaidi. Tutakuwa tunaungana pia na maripota wetu ambao wamekita kambi katika maeneo mbalimbali humu nchini, angalau tuweze kuona mbivu na mbichi. Je, kutakuwa kuna kwenda vipi ama mashindano haya ambayo yatakuwa yanazinduliwa rasmi katika ukumbi wa KICC. Kumbuka kwamba Rais William Samoei Ruto ndiye atakuwa anazindua mashindano haya rasmi katika ukumbi ule wa KICC, alafu baadaye mashindano haya ama magari yale yatafululiza mpaka kule Kasarani, kisha baadaye yataondoka kule na kuelekea mjini Naivasha ambako mashindano haya yatakuwa yanaanza rasmi hapo kesho. Magari ni mengi, ukiangalia moods ni Safari Rally ndani ya studio, manake leo ni kuanzisha rasmi mashindano haya, na ukiangalia tuko na magari ambayo yatakuwa yanatuonesha ama atakuwa anatupatia picha kamili kuhusiana na mashindano haya ya magari ya WRC Safari Rally ambayo atakuwa anaadhimisha miaka 72 tangia yalipozinduliwa humu nchini. Na niko pia na mgeni mashuhuri sana ambaye atakuwa anaungana nami, manake ananiambia kwamba yuko njiani anaelekea pengine maeneo yale ya Naivasha na atakuwa anapitia hapa angalau aweze kusemezana nami kabla aweze kuondoka. Lakini yote tisa, kumbuka kwamba mashindano haya yanarejea tarehe zake za awali. Miaka ambayo imepita makala haya ama mashindano haya yamekuwa yakiandaliwa mwezi Juni, lakini kwa sasa hivi mashindano haya yanarejea siku zake za awali. Na ni kwamba ndivyo mambo yalivyo. Namna ambavyo nilikuwa nimeeleza ni kwamba tutakuwa na mengi zaidi ndani ya studio, kwa sababu kinamna ambavyo unavyosikia ni kwa kuna nini?
Si tuende bwana. Si tuende, anga nifungulie. Mimi niko tayari bwana. Mimi nimeshajitayarisha. I'm very fast papa.
Sisi salamia hata kwanza.
Chochote safari kapalikali pana. Ni haraka ile niko nayo.
Kwani unaenda wapi?
Si naenda Naivasha bwana.
Kufanya?
Kwani wewe nimevaa mpaka
helmet nione.
Ala, kwani una pali pa? So unaona? Unaona?
Wacha nikuulize, hii ni ya pikipiki ama ni ya Safari Rally?
Sasa unaanza matarau,
Hii ni ya pikipiki ama ni ya Safari Rally?
Si ni ya pikipiki, si hata ingida siko huko bwana.
Namna ni nini?
Ingida.
Ingida ndio?
Pasikeli pia pasikeli.
Hakuna baiskeli. Ni sema WRC Safari Rally.
Safari Rally. WRC Safari Rally.
Umenipata?
Nimekupata bwana. Lakini
hakuna hapo mambo ya baiskeli, ni Safari Rally peke yake. Ni magari peke
yake. Lakini mimi hata unajua huu mtangazaji Sifeka ameninunulia blanketi, ameninunulia nini, ameninunulia sinaenda kulala mpaka huko.
Hakuna cha kulala.
Kama sinaenda mugadi.
Wewe unaenda kulala ama unaenda kuangalia Safari Rally?
Sinaenda nikianza tunaanza pamoja bwana. Namna gani bwana?
Kuanza ukienda wewe enda uconcentrate na kuangalia Safari Rally. Achana mambo mengi.
Chochote unapoteza wakati, ingira mtu akakuchia bwana.
Mimi siwezi enda. Siendi kwa sababu ninabaki hapa. Kwa sababu mbona niende na KBC Channel 1 inaonesha mashindano?
Si ndio hiyo nimekwambia, si ndio wako?
Ndio nauliza sasa mimi nitaendaje na tunaonesha mashindano?
Si utachelewa ndugu yangu.
Hapana, kwa sababu mimi nikiangalia vizuri naona nikana kwamba mambo hapa yatakuwa yanaonyeshwa kwenye KBC Channel 1.
Nikikumalizia mkate usiseme sikukuambia.
Kwani kuna mikate huko? Nimekwambia huko ni kuangalia mashindano.
Haya, sawa.
Wanasemanga ni
mashindano.
Ati inaitwa
WRC, si ndio?
Ndio.
Si ndio hiyo mashindano ya makali? Kwani ni huko?
Ngoja kwanza. Nataka unisindikize. Nataka nione kwanza who driver mwenye amekuja na mimi kwanza.
Okay.
Dadi, songesha kioo chini bwana.
Songesha tu kioo chini.
Na nigeuza shuka.
Kumbe mmekuja mpaka na huyu. Huyu ni waingo papa. Huyu anachua hata kuendesha paskili. Huyu hapana mchezo.
Hebu. Mambo vipi bro? Uko fiti? Majina? Merrick.
Anaongea ni kama yuko kwa petrol. Hata unaniaipishanga hata.
Makoka sutunie kwanza tusemezane na sasa mbona uko na kierere? Juu ya kwenda hapa Naivasha hapa mahali for 1.5 hours unaniringia.
Unanichelewesha bwana. Naongea na yeye.
Unaitwa nani bwana? Merrick dereva. Ndio. Pengine gari lako ili linaweza enda masafa mangapi kwa saa moja? 260 per hour. 260 per hour.
260 per hour.
Hakuna nsubiri hapo. Naona pia kuna bazuu mwingine hapa.
Vipi bro?
Niaje?
Fiti.
Uko fiti?
Niko fiti bro. Yeah.
Kumbe chote umekipanga tu na niambie bwana.
Uko fresh?
Niko fresh bro.
Unajulikana kama nani?
The X-Plug.
The X-Plug.
Yes, the X-Plug.
The X-Plug.
Yes.
Wewe ndio unaika kama plugs ama ndio nini?
Mimi ndio na plug hizi magari.
Wewe ndio
These
una
are X's. X's. You know like your X's.
Yes.
That's a X-Plug. So I plug.
Sasa Makoka yeye anafikiria ni ex girlfriend. Unaona?
Acha na makoa.
Anafikiria ni ex girlfriend ndio kusema ex.
Kola mwangu.
Haya fresh. Naona pia tuko na mabingwa hapa, mabazu bado ni wengi. Nimekuambia kwamba leo mambo ni fresh.
Kumbe
niaje? Uko fiti? Unashika kibazu mbaya.
Kumbe chama amekipanga na hata aniambia amekipanga.
Fiti sana.
Chochote ungeniambia hata nipepe fori kama tuende na nani
naona tena kwa mara nyingine tena tunakutana.
Tena.
Tupige shughuli mwaka mwingine tena au sio? Majina?
Steven Kinyanjui, Mungai.
Kinyanjui. Abdi Osman. Na pengine mkituelezea tu gari lenyu hili namna ambayo nimemuuliza ule ili naweza enda masafa mangapi kwa saa moja?
Hii gari ni ile, hii ni lake.
Inaenda masafa mangapi kwa saa moja? 180 per hour. Na hakuna askari anakusimamisha? Ameniambia nimeamua ninyamaze. Wacha tuone dereva ambaye alikuja na makoha hapa.
Ndio huyu sasa ni mimi nilikucha na yeye.
Ati?
Huyu ni mimi nilikucha na yeye ndio tunaenda na yeye.
Siwache kierere, mimi ndio nimeamua nakuja
ni sawa lakini
kuzungumza naye.
Usimwombe chai niko naye. Ni mimi niko naye. Tafadhali please ipeke.
Hebu rudi nyuma kiasi ndio tuweze kusemezana. Wacha.
Rudi tu namna hivi ndio, very good.
Na hebu piga zile vitu, nasikia anatoa twa. Sawa, gari yako iko sawa?
Yangu iko sawa bwana.
Turudi nyuma kiasi.
Umesikia vile inatoa nini?
Wajua amepiga. Nikaona yule mdada ambaye ameshikilia kamera kule nyuma karibu atoke mbio kwa sababu
na kwani atesoea.
Hebu piga mwisho tena. Acha tusikie.
Ni kama mwanabeba
Ona dance mpaka kilio.
Very nice.
Niaje bazu? Uko fiti? Majina? I see. Wewe ndio dereva wake Makoha?
Dereva wake. Tunaenda masafa.
Mnaenda masafa? How many kilometers per hour?
Inaenda ni mwendo mdogo tu
180.
Yes.
Na hakuna askari wa kofia nyeupe anakufanyia hivi?
Hakuna hata mmoja.
You're flying low. Kwa hivyo lazima waheshimu
kabisa.
Alright, ndivyo mambo alivyo. Tutakuwa tunazungumza na madereva angalau. Wacha, kwani unataka muende saa hii?
Nataka uingie kwa kadi ndio tuende tuandamane mara moja.
Nimekuambia KBC Channel 1 inaonesha hivi tu.
So that's right.
Inaonesha live. Kwa sababu ya hiyo si lazima uende. Unaweza ukakaa kwako kwa sofa set na uangalie mashindano ya magari.
No, usini confuse. Kuenda naenda. So kwani unaona kama sitepepa terepa? Don't confuse me.
Hauna bag.
Nini?
Hauna bag.
Bag siko kwa put. Siko kwa put. Ana unacheza pale.
Umebeba bag?
Nimepepa pack, blanketi, mkate, thermos, Kila kitu iko hapo hivyo.
So unaenda Naivasha? Umeinsist unaenda Naivasha?
Of course, why not?
Okay.
Yes.
Ni sawa?
Ingia
twendi saa hii bado ijaanza. Si unajua rais anaanzisha pale, lazima aanzishe pale KICC kwanza. Akishaanzisha hayo mashindano ndio tutakuwa na nafasi ya kuenda kule sasa. Anaenda kuanzishia pale. Hayo magari yaende mpaka wapi? Yaende mpaka pale Kasarani. Yakitoka Kasarani ndio yaende wapi? Naivasha.
Na ndio hiyo unaniambia niwache haraka na president.
Tunaweza toka usiku.
He's waiting me.
Kama umeamua twende, tunaweza enda usiku.
Ati usiku?
Na by kesho asubuhi tutakuwa huko. Umeshika?
No wonder nimepepa mikate. No problem. We can go anytime. Lakini pole nisichelewe.
Usifanye
nisichelewe.
Jamu hakuna.
Sawa.
Hakuna jamu.
If unataka kuniambia naonekana kwa runinga ya KBC saa hii.
Vile uko hivi. Venye unasema mambo ya mikate.
Wananiona?
Hata mama yako mzazi na baba yako mzazi wanakuona.
Leka baya, leka.
Pengine uinamu ujifiche chini ya gari.
Wananiona kweli?
Hujajifichia hapa.
Wananiona? Wapi?
Haya, jifiche. Songa chini.
Wapi? Hapa.
Hapo.
Wananiona
uonekani hapo.
Hapo sionekani?
Hapo uonekani.
Choche siwachanga mchezo bwana.
Sasa tu unainuka.
Waka.
Sasa nakwambia inamia hapo. Kaa tu hivi.
Kwa hivyo wanioni.
Hapo sasa uonekani.
Lakini si nataka
sasa wewe ukiongea, ongea tu ukiwa hapo.
Chini.
Hawakuoni.
Mama yangu.
Lakini ukirudisha sura juu, hata nyanya yako nyumbani anakuona.
Ikifika
sasa umerudisha juu tena.
Sorry. Nikusahau.
Nimekwambia kaa tu hivyo. Sawa. Ama uvae helmet ndio usionekane.
Kweli?
Wasikie tu sauti.
Lakini kichwa ni kubwa kushinda helmet bwana. Kichwa
ni rasta ama ni kichwa?
Ni kichwa ndugu yangu. Unajua inaenda pia na.
Haya, wacha tu wakuone basi.
Haya, twendeni Naivasha basi, twendeni. Hakuna hata wengine. Kuchi.
Sasa nikuulize, ningekupatia nafasi hapa, unaweza chagua nani uende naye Naivasha?
Ule mshauri? Kuna ule?
Siende umchukue umlete.
Enda Pepi.
Enda umchukue umlete.
Pepi. Enda sweetheart. Kocha hapa. Ndio. Ati? Sindio hii? Sasa
ndio unaenda na wewe.
Sasa niko full combat sasa. Niko full combat.
Mambo ya Vasha.
Vasha, unacheza na Vasha pale. Hapa niko complete.
Fungulie mlango.
Injira mtu kama mama. Injira mtu kwa kuchanja. Injira. Mama yangu. Mama.
Na afunge kioo, si ndio? Afunge kioo. Ati nini?
Funga kioo wasikuone. Funga kioo wasikuone. Heri kutiusi. Niko sawa.
So uko complete?
Niko complete.
Uko fit?
Niko fit. No wonder nimepepa blanket.
Sawa, wacha nirudi kwa mwenzangu hapa. Mambo vipi bro?
Very nice.
Na pengine gari hili muua mnalitengeneza vipi ndio mkalitia makali ya kuweza kuingia katika maeneo ya kuweza kufanya vizuri katika magari haya?
Itabidi. Mama.
Kupenda gari yako. Hawezi kosa kupenda gari yako. Ni lazima tu upende gari yako.
Hata unaenda tutapatana huko.
Ndio.
Na huko hakuna njera. Tutafanya mnaka. Ama tutapasa. Tutakuja na yeye. Umaana nimekipokea basi flash.
Ndio.
White oil. Gari. White set fuel.
Okay. Sawa. Na pengine ukitufungulia bonnet tuweze kuangalia tu huku ndani nini tofauti ambacho kiko. Makoka usije ukashangaa.
Gari yako nitakuwa bonnet.
Itakosaje ready?
If your car engine is clean.
Radio iko.
Unafungua, no problem.
Na kwani mlitoka pension hata nyinyi mnaenda kuwaka huko? Hata nyinyi.
Pension iko wapi Makoka?
Ndio hii pension hapa hivi ndugu yangu. Kwani wewe uone? Uko na macho lakini uone bwana.
Safi. Na pengine utuelezee moja mbili kuhusiana na ile gari.
Hili
Factory version. Yes. Ndio. Wewe ni kupima health ya battery. Okay. So kuna magari mengine huwa hayana kitu kama hiki ya kupima health ya battery. Okay. Hebu wacha tuangalie hapa kwa sababu naona pia kuna the X-plug mwenyewe. Niaje aje? Hebu tufungulie hii bonnet tuangalie pia huku ndani. Tuone vile mnakapiga na vile mna
Alright,
na mahali ya kulala. Iko mahali ya kulala ndugu yangu. Ona, si nimekuambia wote wamebeba pension. Nilikwambia. Naona ni mchezo.
Pesa iko wapi?
Si ndio hii? Mbona fikiri ni mchezo kwa?
Hakuna kikombe leo unaona?
Kikombe
Kikombe
ndio hizo kikombe. Si nimekuambia.
Yes, bro, ukiangalia ile gari liko na vitu vingi sana.
Yeah.
There are so many things zenye ziko hapa.
Yeah.
Maybe utuexplainie tu ndio tuweze kuelewa, kwa sababu wengi wanakosa kuelewa kwa sababu gani magari ya safarali hukimbia sana na kwa kasi zaidi.
Okay.
Is there ile njia yenye wao mnatumia kuweza kumodify hilo gari ndio likaweza kukimbia hivyo?
Yes.
Naam.
So when it comes to modification of the cars, kuna two ways.
Yes.
Kuna one which is the hardware. The hardware ni engine where you change vitu kama nozzles, you change vitu kama hizi it's called a cold air intake system.
Yes.
Ukikompare hii na ile ni different. Ile unaona kuna plastic iko juu. This is a cone.
Yes.
Alafu ukiangalia hapa, hii gari inavutia hewa hapa. Hapa.
Okay.
Kutoka kwa grill. Okay?
Ndio chukua.
Sasa the reason why we do that is gari iweze kubreathe. The more air the car gets in, the better for performance.
Okay.
Lakini ukiangalia ile imefungwa kidogo. Unaendelea. So the moment you modify the parts, kama the cold air intake systems, you change the nozzles, then there's something we call remapping. Remapping ni changing parameters from the factory settings, because zinakuwa na something we call safe mode. Ati gari iwezi pita a certain speed, gari iwezi pitisha, iwezi spray mafuta at a certain level. So what we do, we modify them to do more.
Nataka tu uonekane vizuri, uonekane kule ndio ukinielezea pia tunaelewa.
Hata nikae hapa karibu na makoha hapa.
Ndio tujue.
What I was saying is we change, once you do the hardware, we change the hardware kwa engine ama on the engine bay, then what you do next is you change the parameters. Una remap something called the ECU. Ni kama brain ya gari. Inakuanga pale. Ile box iko pale hapa hivi. This is where the ECU is.
Okay.
So once you remap the ECU, you input the parameters zenye unataka na zenye una prefer. Sasa ndio maana unaweza kuta kagari kanakaa hivi. Lakini kwa barabara akichomoka huwezi muona.
Ndio.
Yes.
Na ni gari lolote linaweza fanywa hivyo ama kuna kampuni specific ambazo unaweza kumodify gari lake?
Sasa kama mimi nimespecialize na hizi magari.
Okay.
Mark X and Crown. Kuna watu wana specify na Subaru, kuna wengine wanafanya BMW, kuna wengine wanafanya Mercedes.
Kuna watu gari tudogo.
Kuna watu tudogo pia.
Yes.
You understand? So it all depends with the preference ya mtu na ile gari yenye uko nayo. But any car can be modified.
Okay.
Yes.
Na pengine wakati ambapo wanasema kwamba wakati ambapo una modify gari ama ukilibadilisha, pengine insurance companies huwa zinakataa kuinsure gari.
Yes.
Inakuwa kwaje na nyinyi pengine katika shughuli hii ya magari?
Kama sasa ukijaribu kuangalia hizi gari zote, unaona ile gari?
Ndio.
Unaona kama ile brake yake? Ile caliper. Hiyo ni sport.
Yes.
Ukiangalia hii caliper yenye iko hapa ni sport. Gari yote yenye iko hapa iko na sport caliper. Why have you done the sport calipers? Ni kwa sababu tunataka ku ensure the safety.
Okay.
So what we do when we modify cars, we try as much as we can to stick to manufacturer standard.
Okay.
Shida ni ile unakuta kuna gari hata mtoto anaweza ingiza kichwa hapa. So jua hiyo gari imemess na center of gravity. You understand? So sisi tukifanya modification, the first question or the first thing in mind inakuanga ni the safety of the car.
Okay.
Kwa sababu tunataka gari ziende mbio. So how do we stop that power? How do we keep that power balance?
Yes.
That's where the issue comes in.
Na umezungumzia mambo ya brakes.
Yes.
Wakati mwingi watu wanasema kwamba gari linaweza likapiga brake mahali popote ama dakika yoyote ile. Pengine uweze kutuweka sawa. Ni ukiwa speed gani unaweza ukapiga emergency na gari lako lisiweze kutatizika kivyo vyote?
Haya, acha nikwambie example. Hizi gari zote tumetoa brakes za kawaida.
Yes.
Tumeweka brakes zinaitwa 4 piston calipers.
4 piston calipers.
Yes. Zikikuja inakujanga na something called sliding caliper. So wanga inavuta, ukikanyaga brake inavuta. Lakini 4 piston calipers ukikanyaga ina press na ni 4. 4 of them. Alright? Na kama yangu nimemodify mpaka nyuma. Nimetoa normal nimeweka 2. You understand? So kama mimi hata nikiwa 120 nipige emergency mimi nasimama.
Haita roll.
Sasa I think now I'm going to take you further to the reason why they cannot do that.
Okay.
Kwa sababu ukifanya brakes ukiupgrade mbele, lazima uupgrade nyuma kubalance.
Ndio.
Kwa sababu ukiweka more powerful brakes mbele, upige emergency.
Yes.
The car tends to sway you kuswing side moja. Lakini ukiweka a more balanced power on the rear part as well, inasimama. But also at the same time, you need to also check on your tires. Zile tire unatumia na setup ya miguu zako. Yes. Because the larger the surface area, the more efficient the braking becomes.
Kwa hivyo inamaanisha kwamba magurudumu mapana yatakusaidia kupiga brake na gari lisianguke, lakini magurudumu madogo gari linaweza likaanguka.
Azizi anguka, lakini the effectiveness of the brakes becomes more on a larger surface area than a thin surface area. Yes. But also at the same time, ule mtu mwenye unaona kama hili gari hili, miguu zake zimeingia ndani. The tires zimeingia ndani. Zangu zimepop nje kidogo. Alright? This one, him because he has a less surface area, tukisema ni kuondoka sasa hivi, usiwezi muona.
Huyu atakuacha.
Nilikwambia nini waka? Nilikwambia nini? Please.
You understand?
I told you before.
But I will catch up with him because mimi nikishashika momentum, I have the service area to maintain.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Aya, safi kabisa. Tukiendelea na shughuli hii, nimekuambia kwamba ni mashindano ya magari ya Safari Rally ambayo yanaanza leo rasmi katika ukumbi wa KICC. Kumbuka kwamba Rais William Samoei Ruto ndiye atakuwa anazindua magari haya rasmi. Baadaye magari haya yataelekea moja kwa moja katika eneo lile la Kasarani na baadaye katika maeneo ya Naivasha. Na kwa sasa hivi namuona Daniel Wahome yuko kule Naivasha, aweze kutuelezea moja mbili kuhusiana na maandalizi ya mashindano haya ambayo yanaanza rasmi hivi leo. Daniel Wahome, kama unanipokea, usukani kwako.
Shukran sana George Waka, ukiwa kule Broadcasting House. Najua tunajitayarisha kuona kwamba mashindano ya magari mwaka huu yataanza vizuri, na tunajua pale KICC mambo yako shwari kabisa. Na nitabadilisha lugha kidogo, tuende kwa lugha ya Kiingereza ili tuweze kuelezwa kwa kinaganaga mambo ambayo yanafanyika wakati wanatayarisha haya magari na kuyakagua kabla yaingie kwenye mashindano rasmi. And I am with the chief scrutineer of the WRC Safari Rally, Musa Locho. Musa, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And you know, people here talk about scrutineering. Could you just give us an overview of this technical work that you do?
In a nutshell, our responsibility here is to make sure that the cars are safe to rally, and also they conform to the regulations of the WRC sporting code.
And the basic things that you normally would check before you take us through this scrutineering zone.
What we do, first of all, when they come into scrutineering, we have a team that has to check all the documentation of the cars. Then from there, we do what is called a sound check to make sure that the cars conform to the regulation and also the laws of the country. We have to measure the decibels and we record that. From there, then they proceed now where we do the safety checks for the cars. We check the conformity and the build of the car.
So let us just take a look at where all of this happens, and we are going to start. I'm going to ask Jim just to turn around as Musa explains to us what goes on. There are these tents over here. This is where they come in. Yeah. So what can tell us what goes on at these tents?
We have 4 bays so that we can be able to accommodate 4 cars at a given time. And we have a big team. So we have about 4 scrutineers on each car. And here we check the build of the car, check whether the cars conform to regulation, and also the safety aspect of the build.
So talk about build, so that somebody wananchi ataelewa kabisa.
We have things like the safety cage. We must make sure that it conforms to the manufacturer's specifications. We have things like the seats. You must make sure that they are valid. The safety harnesses, we must make sure that they are valid. The fire extinguishers, we must make sure that they conform to the FIA standards, and also fixation of all these things.
Okay, so then from here, as you can see there, and also this place, the safety equipment, because we can see fire extinguishers at every corner.
Yes.
And is there foam, is there carbon, or what do you use?
We have a mixture of all those that can take foam water-based, and also electric fires, because as you know, some of these cars are actually EV cars, electric cars.
Electric cars.
Yeah.
And those are the, yes, and the electric cars that we are talking about, you think of the Toyota Yaris, you've got the Hyundai, and also the Ford. So let's also now take a look at what goes on there. And there's a place where you're saying equipment checking.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
That is where we check the driver's equipment, which includes the helmets, the gloves, the driving suits, and the innerwears as well. They've got to conform to standards. Most of these items are fireproof, and it's very important that we check and make sure that the drivers drive in a safe manner.
Okay. So as you can see, the equipment checking, that's where it's done. And you can see we already have one of the scrutineers who's seated there. That's his position all throughout the rally and
Yes.
keeping up with everything, even from remote
Exactly,
points.
exactly.
Now, 2021, most of the local drivers, when they came in for scrutineering, their fire suits
Yes.
had some things. One, adhesives being used for their labels, and the threads not acceptable. Just tell us about that.
What happens, any modification on any equipment must be approved by the manufacturer. So maybe they did not go through the process.
Oh,
Yeah.
very well. Spares and component sealing.
Yes. The drivers are allowed to carry some spares, some components, but this has to be done in a structured manner. So all the components and the spares must be sealed, so that if they have to change a part, it is a part that has been approved and sealed by the organization.
And which parts are these that you would be sealing basically?
Mainly is like the gearboxes, the diffs, the suspension. Those are a few of the major components that are sealed.
So in a rally like the Safari, where the suspension can get damaged anytime, that means they've got to bring the entire kit.
Yes. Oh, yeah. They are pretty.
All spares.
They are pretty well equipped. Yeah.
So that is one place where they do check the spares and all the components.
Yes.
And also behind, you also check the cars underneath.
Oh yes, we have these 4 bays here. So when the cars come in after they finish all the safety checks, then we hoist the cars. We go underneath. We also seal the parts that are mounted on the car, and also we check the bottom whether everything that is at the bottom conforms to regulation.
There's something known as a sump guard. That's a whole piece of mabati that goes under the car.
Yes.
They don't come with that here.
No, they are not allowed to come with the sump guard mounted on the car when they come to scrutineering. They carry it separately, so that when we are weighing the car, they can put it on top of the car, and you can get the exact weight of the car with the sump guard. And then they remove it and give us access to all the components at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, something else is that with technology, this is what will be something that very many people don't know, is that you also check tires.
Yes. All the tires, the drivers, especially for P1 and P2, have to register their tires. Once they register their tires, there is what is called a tire lottery. They have a choice of tires and how they are going to use it,
Yes.
which has to be recorded. Now, this helps us now when we're doing the tire checks to make sure that they stick to the program.
Okay. Now, you also follow whatever every car has and what has been sealed remotely, so that just in case people try to be a little bit crafty or...
Yes. Yes, we have a big team, and what people don't fail to understand is that scrutineering is an ongoing process. We have what we call pre-event scrutineering,
Yes.
which is now where we are based at. And then we have ongoing event scrutineering, and they have a big team in the field that keeps on monitoring, and they coordinate with us. When we have taken our readings here and have taken all the specifications, they are able to check in the field and make sure that the car is still running in the same manner that it left.
And what would be the penalty for violating scrutineering checks that have already been signed off?
They vary. What we do is, as scrutineers, we don't have the liberty to take the action. We report to the stewards, and the stewards are the ones who take the actions. In some cases, it's even exclusion.
Well, it can be tough or disqualification when the event is running on.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Those are the regulations, and we have to follow them.
Now, after the rally comes
Yes.
to a close,
Yes.
I know you check the winning cars
Yes.
again.
Yes.
The process?
What happens is at prize giving, actually all that prize giving is subject to approval after final scrutineering. So after they're given the prizes at Hell's Gate, all the cars will come to Naivasha at KWRTI, and we do what is called the post-event scrutineering. Here, the technical delegate, in conjunction with the C of C and the stewards, nominate the cars which are going to be scrutineered randomly, and we strip these cars just to make sure now we can do it in detail and make sure that the car has been running in the right conformed manner.
Okay. Well, Musa mentioned about a change of a part being done. I remember, I think was Karan Patel 3 years ago, where he did a change of, I think, of a component without having the scrutiny as no.
Yes, you have to notify the technical delegate if there's anything that has been sealed and you need to change. The regulation says that the technical delegate must be aware. Then maybe they can send a scrutineer to witness what is being done. So there's a procedure to be followed.
Well, there you've had it. And so far, looking at the other one that you've got to do is if a car rolls.
Yes.
For example, yesterday we had one car. I know the bumper is not a big issue, but we had one car roll. Here, or is it done out there at this stage?
No, they have to come back here, and not only rolling. If a car does not finish and they would like to do what is called a restart to rally the following day, it has to be scrutineered again to make sure that it is in the right order.
Well, there you've had it. The rally is technical, and that is all mechanical and also safety checks that are done. And that is a place. This is a busy place. Usually, I would not be allowed here.
Yeah, normally.
It's restricted.
Yes, normally under regulation, they don't allow filming.
Very good. So you've had it, and there are no cars here. So we've managed to get and to understand what goes on before the cars that are at KICC now are allowed to be there. And so the rally is just about to start, and all the action. Remember, 5 live stages on KBC Channel 1. Today we'll have the Kasarani Super Special at 2 o'clock. On Saturday, Elementaita 1 and Elementaita 2. And on Sunday, Hell's Gate 1 and 2. Plus also the ceremony finish at Hell's Gate. So we'll get all of that. Plus lots of stories coming from here. So thank you very much. Musa Locho is the chief scrutiny of the WRC Safari Rally.
Thank you.
George Waka, sasa najua kuna magari pale studio. Ebu waulize kama magari yatapita tu yakaletwa hapa kwenye hili garage la Musa Locho. Magari kweli yatatoboa? Waka, turudi kwako Broadcasting House.
Asante sana Daniel Wahome, ukiwa katika maeneo yale ya Naivasha, na ni kwamba inapendeza zaidi kuweza kushuhudia ukiweza kusemezana pamoja nasi hususan kuhusiana na magari hayo. Na ni kwamba Daniel Wahome kwa mara ya kwanza amezungumza Kiswahili pia, na imependeza zaidi ya kupendeza. Na ni kwamba namna ambavyo nilikuwa nimekueleza, mashindano haya ya magari yanaanza hivi leo na atakuwa nakamilika Machi 31. Na ni kwamba leo yatakuwa yanaanzishiwa rasmi katika ukumbi ule wa KICC. Kumbuka kwamba kampuni ya Toyota itakuwa inawinda kuweza kushinda mkondo wa kwanza baada ya kukosa kusajili ushindi kwenye mikondo miwili ya kwanza, ikiwa ni Rally Monte na vilevile Rally Sweden walikosa kusajili ushindi. Makoha, lakini kabla nikuje kwako Makoha,
Yes, papa.
ukiwa umetulia.
Ndio.
Kwamba nataka nivuke moja kwa moja niungane naye Isaac Lemoka akiwa maeneo yale ya Naivasha pia aweze kutuambia bwana ameweza kutuandalia nini. Isaac Lemoka, kama umenipata bwana, chukua usukani mzee.
Na msodakta Georges Waka na Makoha, nimewapokea kwa njia hilo safi kabisa. Tuko katika eneo la Naivasha hapa, jua limechomoza na nimesimama katika mojawapo wa eneo la kihistoria kabisa linaitwa Service Park. Eneo kubwa sana, lina upana wa mita 220 kwa mita 90, na hapa ni katikati kabisa, ambapo ukiangalia upande wangu wa kushoto kuna jukwaa kuu, jukwaa ambalo ni maalum sana kwa minajili ya marais ama rais ambao wapo na watakuwepo hapa maksudi kuweza kushuhudia WRC mashindano haya. Na hapa ukitizama utaona kuna mambo ambayo yamepangwa ni kana kwamba ni kiwanda ama garage ukipenda. Kuna makampuni kadha wa kadha ambayo yana wadhamini wana michezo na wale madereva hapa, kama vile Toyota Gazoo upande ule wa juu, Toyota Gazoo, alafu kuna Hyundai, Toyota Gazoo kutoka Japan, Hyundai kutoka Germany, hali kadhalika Motors M Sport Ford kutoka Britain, na upande huu mwingine pia utaweza kushuhudia ni baadhi ya wanamichezo ama madereva wale ambao ni wa Kenya. Hapa ambapo nimesimama ni sawia na garage kama nilivyokuambia. Ukitazama upande huu kuna kampuni ya Ford ambayo tayari inajiandaa makusudi kuweza kuwashuhudia na kuweza kuwapokea madereva wao wakiongozwa na kina Ot Tanaka ambaye anashikilia nafasi ya 5, Thierry Neuville nafasi ya kwanza anaongoza msururu baada ya Sweden, na pia Espeka Lapi ambaye anashikilia nafasi ya 6. Kumbuka Espeka Lapi aliweza kuhusika pakubwa kuweza kumbeba waziri wa michezo bwana Babu na Mwamba. Unatizama hapa ni shughuli nzima inazidi kunoga hapa. Wakati madereva watakuwa wanakuja, watakuwa wanaingia hapa, labda gari zao zitakuwa zimepata ajali ama zitakuwa zimeathirika kwa vyovyote kwa namna moja au nyingine, basi hawatakuwa na tatizo lolote, bali watakuwa wanapata kila kitu kiko tayari kabisa. Kama hapo unaona ni ya mbele hapa kuna madirisha ambayo yanatengenezwa. Kwa mfano kama hapa ni ile bumper ya chini inatengezwa, upande ule mwingine yani ni kama kiwanda tu hapa ambapo mambo yanawekwa sawa. Lakini pia kuna muda ambao umewekwa hapa kwa sababu muda ambao umewekwa hapa haustahili kutumia muda wa zaidi ya dakika 15. Haustahili kutumia muda wa dakika 15. Kama gari lako limeharibika vibaya sana, basi unaweza kuretire, unasema wenyewe katika lugha kama hiyo. Sawa sawa, lakini magari yatakuwa yanatokea huku alafu yatakuwa yanaelekea huku. Ni siku ya kwanza kabisa leo hii tarehe 28 katika mwezi wa 3, siku ya kihistoria ambapo Rais William Ruto anatarajiwa kuweza kuanzisha rasmi mashindano ya WRC na Hyundai ama vijana hawa wa Motor Ford wanajivunia madereva takriban 4, Hyundai madereva 8 ama 10, alafu Toyota Gazoo wanajivunia madereva 8. Kumbuka Toyota Gazoo ndo kampuni ambayo inaongoza katika ushindi ama kutoa ushindi katika mashindano haya mara 3 mfululizo. Wameweza kuibuka washindi, na round hii nimejuzwa kwamba wameweza kufanya na kuanzisha na kuongeza pia ile suspension makusudi kuweza kuona madereva wao bado wanaweza kutoa ubingwa katika mashindano haya. Naambiwa kule katika mji wa KICC ama Nairobi, Bernard Okumu amesimama wima kabisa. Bernard Okumu, kuna waka jua huku Naivasha, sijui KICC Nairobi mambo yako vipi? Mimi ni Isaac Lemoka moja kwa moja kutoka Naivasha. Kwako Bernard Okumu.
Wow, very wonderful morning and a warm welcome wherever you are to the Kenyatta International Conference Center. Thank you very much, Isaac Lemoka in Naivasha, and of course Georges Waka, who's leading things from Broadcasting House. We're live at the KICC, the historic home of the Safari Rally, as we witness the beginning of the 72nd edition of this rally. Happy to return to the WRC in the fourth edition since the return to the WRC circuit. My name is Kariuki Thige, ushering you in to the proceedings here at the KICC. I'm joined in the studio here by a wonderful gentleman called Mr. Okumu. Yes. Very good morning, Okumu.
Good morning, Kariuki. Good to see you. It's a lovely morning, you know, and when we talk about WRC, Safari Rally and KICC, I have fond memories when I was a little boy, and my dad will bring me here to just come and see the cars zooming by. It's a wonderful moment to be at the front and center of this year's Safari Rally all the same.
Oh yes, it's really a big occasion, and the Safari Rally returning to the KICC here. It's amazing scenes, a mix of culture and tradition, and of course a celebration of sport. The beginnings of this rally go way back in the 1950s, shortly after the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II in 1952. A group of friends decided to do a race here in Nairobi, or in Kenya rather, actually in the hills of Nakuru, and they named it the Coronation Rally. And that time the rally was covering 5,100 plus kilometers. Right now is way shorter, 332 kilometers being covered in this entire rally. Okumu, what do you think the difference is between what we used to know as the historic Safari Rally, what used to happen in the 60s, 70s and 80s, and what we're seeing right now in the WRC? What has changed?
Yes, indeed. Of course, now back then it was open roads. Drivers will go on a recce for 2 months. You go testing the road for 2 months, traversing the 3 countries in East Africa. Yeah. But right now, recce is just done in a matter of days or hours. So what changed actually is the route. The route changed. Of course, with the changes in population and all that, now it became a little bit expensive to run in open roads, and also a little bit dangerous to run in open roads. So it was more restricted to the closed roads, which is in Africa they do it mostly in conservancies, and as well as the number of participants and also the cars. The technology in cars really has moved a notch higher. So these are some of the factors that have influenced the change that we see today. When it came back, I remember people have been saying that maybe we just need to have it going back to the old safari route. But that could be possible, that could not be possible again, but looking at it today, the drivers' agility, we can say that maybe the Ian Duncans, the late Shakametas, and the Patrick Jirus, how they used to take on, the rally. It's so different to today. Maybe they could see themselves as more super, more agile, they're more like made machines, Yes. But right now, maybe they could say that the cars drivers today are more dependent on technology and cars than what used to happen. But again, a driver is a driver, right?
Yeah, absolutely, Okumu. The history of the rally is as glorious as this country itself is. You can talk about the likes of Sheikh Ameta, you can talk about Joginder Singh, you can talk about Ian Duncan, Patrick Njiru, Jonathan Toroitich, to name but a few. And there are also other guys who didn't come from Kenya. Hanu Mikola being the first one to win in 1972, and then there came other heroes,
yes.
Okumu.
Yes, indeed, and talking about Hanu Mikola winning it in 1972, this was the first foreigner, right, to win the Safari Rally. So why is it so big? Why is it so huge? Why are we mentioning it? Because this is the toughest rally, and it takes the driver, the mental capacity, as well as all the crew, and Safari Rally being Safari, it's so it's so unpredictable, and it throws everybody involved, everybody who's involved. It's so unpredictable to them, they don't know what will happen today, especially this year's rally, and many of the drivers want to race when it's mud or when it's dusty. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Someone maybe who's joining this broadcast right now, we are at the Kenyatta International Conference Center, the KICC, for the inauguration and the opening ceremony and the flagging off of the WRC. There are 3 categories. There's Rally 1, which has 9 vehicles or 9 machines which will be racing against each other. 3 teams, Hyundai, Ford and the Toyota team. Of course, the Toyota team has been very successful in Kenya. What can you tell us, Okumu, about the competition itself? WRC, Kenya Safari Rally is a 3rd round in the WRC. So far, who is leading? How is it looking? And who has a chance to catch up with the rest?
Good question, Karaoke. Thank you so much. And we're talking about a competition that is there for these 3 manufacturers that have come, right? Of course, we know that Thierry Neuville, maybe quickly to your answer, Thierry Neuville is leading, the Belgian, and he's a man who is so in love with the animals. I remember this weekend they were in Masai Mara, maybe seeking inspiration from the Kenya's wild, before they take on the toughest rally, together with Greg Munster of Ford, as well as Elfyn Evans of Toyota. And, we did speak to Elfyn Evans. He said that the most beautiful thing and unpredictable thing about Safari Rally is its ability to throw in challenges to everybody involved. Like it's unpredictable. For instance, you talk about Terry Norville, right? Who is now at the top of the WRC leaderboard after just 2 rounds, the opening 2 rounds. That's in Monaco and Sweden last month, of course, with 48 points, as you had mentioned. He told us that he's a man who is on a mission to have revenge, you know. In 2021, he did not finish, of course, due to mechanical gremlins. Then last year, he was cancelled out because he did finish a stage way out of the required time. So this time around, and in his, riding with Hyundai, and remember, Hyundai has had very, very good start to the season. So it's an all-out, flat-out rally for Toyota. Toyota, of course, hustling or fighting to hold on to continue their reign. Of course, Kalle Rovanperä, Sebastian Ogier has won it twice, but of course this time round he's not coming to defend it. But also the eyes, remember, will be on Oi Tanak, right? The guy who's been here before the past 3 times, but this time, the past 2-3 times he's been here in a Hyundai. But this time round, he's been on Ford, or rather the previous time, but now he's in Hyundai. So he will be actually out to test his new machine and see if he can really conquer the Safari Rally in a new manufacturer's car.
Absolutely. Of course, when you look at all the competitors right now, the 9 competitors, the name on Kenyans' lips would be Sebastian Ogier, who has won 2 editions before. He won it in 2001, and he's a defending champion, won it last year. Kalle Rovanperä, who's still racing, is the other guy.
The world champion?
The world champion, defending world champion, is the other guy who's in this particular rally. What will Kenyans be saying about the absence of Sebastian? Will a lot of Kenyans be wanting to see him, and why is he not in this particular rally? Can you help Kenyans understand that?
Thank you, Caris. I mean, we're talking about Sebastian Ogier, and he's an 8-time winner of the World Rally Championship, and really he's scaled down his competition. The beginning from last year, remember last year he just did 4 races in a whole season of 12 rounds. Of course, this year, 13 rounds, he just decided he's running in selective events. Due to he's done it, and so he's just here to maybe carry on and urge on the young ones.
Absolutely. In case you're just joining us, we're live on Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, your true sports partner, and this is the first day of 4 days. We'll be bringing you every bit of the action as it happens in the Safari Rally, and this is the beginning. Right now, we're just waiting any moment now to have the official opening of the rally.
To head to Naivasha for the beginning. That's around southwestern of Nairobi. That's probably approximately 100 kilometers from Nairobi. So from there tomorrow it will be rallies proper, and of course cars, all the battle beginning in Loldia, Geothermal and Kidong. Remember that all the 3 stages will be done twice, right? And of course we are joined here, we are pleased to be joined, Caris, by Mr. Njiru, right?
Yeah, Mr. Njiru, a very warm welcome. Wonderful morning here at the KICC. How are you feeling like, and what do you think? What do you take of the atmosphere here?
Very exciting, very good to be back to KICC, the traditional start point of the rally. So you can feel the atmosphere. I mean, it's really Easter and what rally used to be.
Absolutely. Going forward, what are your plans, and how are you looking at this rally from a competitor's perspective?
I think from a competitor's perspective, it's a very interesting rally. This is going to be, I think, a navigator's rally, because the weather is very unpredictable. The rain, the sunshine, as you can see, in the evening Naivasha will be raining. So the rally will be determined by who is technically ready for it. And that's where the navigator comes in.
Yes. Maybe, Njiru, what's the first thing that drivers see or do and know this is Safari Rally?
I think when you go into the rally field, the animals, the unpredictability really tells you that this is Safari Rally, because there's nothing, you can't plan for it. Even when you do the recce, there are things that you will see on the road that you plan for, but then the eventualities are so many. Animals crossing the road, 1 minute it is dry, the next minute it is raining. That is the joy.
Me and my colleague here, Karaoke, we were just talking about it's now raining. We could probably have a wet rally. Then what's going on in the minds of the stewards as well as the clerk of the course?
I think for them that is exciting, because that is the excitement they want to bring into rallying. But the problem is for the competitors, because it messes up your strategy. Maybe you chose wet tires for the rally and then it stayed dry, and someone went with dry tires, so it messes up your strategy. But for the stewards, we're like, let it happen, because that is what makes Safari Rally what it is. Yeah.
Tell me again, Anjiro, we have 3 categories of the rally. We have Rally 1, which is the WRC super cars and stuff like that. And then we have Rally 2, and then we have Rally 3, which a lot of the Kenyan competitors will be in. Does it make a difference doing a normal round of the Kenya National Rally Championship and doing the Safari Rally, where you also have the Rovan Peras and the Thierry Neuvils of this world being part of it? Is there any difference for competitors?
For those who are doing WRC 1, 2 and 3, you're actually on the same level. So you score the same amount of points for WRC. But there is the KNRC, Kenya National Rally Championship, that is running within the same environment. It's only that your vehicles are more inferior compared to them. But it is a way for you to gauge your skill and see, how do I rank with the Rovan Peras?
And that is exactly what I'm asking. Is there a difference in atmosphere when you're doing a normal round of the Kenyan rally and when you're doing this particular rally? Is there a difference in atmosphere when you know the peers, the people you're standing next to? Does that make you feel any different?
It is always a joy. It is every rally driver's dream to take part in Safari Rally, which is a WRC event, you know, with the top guys in the world. Yeah. In 2022, for instance, we did it. We were 9th overall. I mean, and it was a joy. You know, at that time you feel that, look, even amongst the top guys, some dropped off, but I survived and I finished. So there is that pride of place.
So this year, what is your benchmark for this year? What benchmark are you setting for yourself?
Well, I'm looking more at some of the guys I'm sponsoring. That is the KCB drivers, Nikhil Sachania and Karan Patel. We want to make sure that within the big rally space, they are within maybe the top 15 and they finish the rally event. That's the strategy we have taken for them.
Yes, and how, maybe you can mention just briefly how important was KCB coming in to boost you guys. We know that rally is expensive.
You can see this is a national event. Rallying is very, very expensive in terms of the whole sponsorship package. These two are young people in Kenya who have shown and showcased how good they are. So really by KCB coming in is saying we want to uplift even our own drivers to compete in a world platform. So that's why that sponsorship is very important for them, because as a competitor, once your mindset is relaxed that you have a sponsorship, you don't have to worry about funding, then you come in and give your best game when you go to the competitive field.
That's Jiru, and you say that this is Africa Navigators Rally. Yeah. Interesting. Any fact that you'll add on that?
Well, you see, rallying, drivers do not drive with their eyes. Drivers drive by what they hear the navigator telling them. So the notes must be extremely accurate. That when you say it's a fast left, it is a fast left. When you say caution, ditch, then you expect the ditch. So it's the chemistry between the driver and the navigator that will determine who comes through in this rally.
Yes, indeed. And a total of 307 kilometers, a new stage this time around, Mitimbili. How does that add into the interesting end of the rally and the intrigues of the Safari Rally?
Well, the beauty is that you cannot use your past experience now on these new stages. It is how did you prepare for these new stages. That is what makes the whole event very exciting. Because sometimes you're like, oh, I have done Sleeping Warrior before, I know it. So you go in with this mindset that inajua. But this time, it's a surprise for you.
So on that note, you understand the course. You have seen other courses previously. What can you say about the course selected for this year?
I mean, the course is amazing, as always, because in some of the stages, they'll be running them in reverse. So, again, you've never done it in reverse, so it's very exciting. And then somewhere like Sleeping Warrior, it's always a surprise for everybody. I don't know what happens in that place. The rocks come out more, the rain just comes, so it can catch anyone by surprise.
And Elementaita is always muddy.
Elementaita is always muddy, so again, unpredictable. It adds to the fun. That's to the fun.
Well, we have all these big names. Kelly Rovanpera, the Thierry Neuvels, Alfred Evans. But then the Kenyans who are in this rally, somebody viewing, maybe they remember the days of Patrick Njiru, Ian Duncan, and the likes of James Cackland, for example. But they don't know who are the guys to watch out for, who are the Kenyans to watch out for, doing it for flag and country.
I mean, we have our own Carl Tundo, Flash Tundo. This is an area he knows very well. And I think as Kenya, we are banking on someone like Carl Tundo. We have the Africa Rally champion, Karan Patel, who's sponsored by KCB. Again, a very formidable person to run in. And then we have younger people like Saman Vora, Hamza Noir. Those are young boys who are growing on the ranks that I think the Kenyan flag is on them.
Yes, indeed. And talking about young drivers, you know, Hamza Anwar, they were last year in the FIA program, right? And yesterday we did see His Excellency, the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, as well as the Cabinet Secretary for Sports, Ababu Namwamba, launching the Talanta Rally School. How crucial is this for the growth of motorsport in the country?
I think it's a very important milestone for this country, because when we drive around the country in the rallies, people ask, how can I start? How can I be a driver? I personally started from a dream, from my parents taking me to rallying when I was a young boy. So for them, at least with the Rally Academy, there is something institutionalized where young talent can be tapped into, where you can be trained, where you can get someone to coach you and bring you through the pipeline of motorsport in Kenya. So it is a very good start, but we call upon more sponsors to come on. Today it's KCB, it's other people coming in, but we need a lot more sponsors coming to support these young guys. Because without that, you'll only die with your talent, but you won't move with it. Yeah.
And of course, again, Kenyan drivers in this rally, I mean, it is the second round of the KNRC. How competitive will it be? We know Vohra did win it in Eldoret, you know, and Yasin Nasa is also as well here, and the Ugandan, right, and he's declared his interest in doing all the events in the KNRC calendar. And Iceman, the defending champion, was third, and he's as well in the mix. How competitive will it be this second leg of the KNRC?
It will be very competitive, because in Safari you score more points, so it is very critical to try and cement your points in the Safari event, because you can do the Safari even if you miss another event of the National Rally Champion. If you have more points now, then it secures at least what is ahead. So it is very critical to at least go and make sure you finish this particular event and accumulate your maximum points. So it is a good stage setter, because the rest of the events now, people will be trying to catch up and beat those who scored more points in this event.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Njiru. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and we wish you all the best, and thank you so much for agreeing to speak to us on KBC Channel 1. You have a word to the rally enthusiasts out there who will be out in Naivasha, as well as following these proceedings live on Channel 1. What would you tell them?
Of course, they come, let's watch, let's support, let's get onto Channel 1. A lot of good views that are being presented through this particular channel. Keep safe. Keep safe, keep to the designated areas that we have set aside for spectators. Make sure we sit there and we don't get onto the rally route. Let's not be disorderly also on the road. No drinking and driving. I've been told that the security enforcement is very tight this time to make sure we run a very clean event and to make sure that this event stays in the World Rally Championship calendar.
Yes, indeed. Of course, the Safari, been speaking to Mr. Njiru, and of course this particular Safari rally is on the WRC calendar to stay, and it is the third round of the World Rally Championship. Of course, we'll be bringing you all the highlights from KICC. The cars now before heading to Kasarani after being flagged off by the president. And now hand you over back to Georges Waka to continue with the broadcast from our KBC studios.
We kindly ask you to vacate.
Uasin Gishu is home to athletes. We have a training camp, a project which is almost complete in Chakaya High Altitude Training. The wall of fame at Baratam is a posterity thing. We have zip lining at Tiret Resort. We also have Koromosho waterfalls together with Ngara Falls. This is an investment city and county for our athletes. This is Jonathan V. Chalindem, Governor of Uasin Gishu County. And I would wish to welcome all the people, all shades of life, all the investors, all the friends from all over the world to come and invest here in Uasin Gishu. Karibuni Uasin Gishu, the county of champions, the city of champions, with the best climate ever in the world. Karibuni tuchifinjari.
Ili kupata msubiri Mungu kama sikiza tune yako, bonyeza *812 *501#.
Kijana kanipigia simu amejawa na huzuni, amefadhaika yuhoi. Nikamuuliza kunani? Japo nimetia jitihada za mtu wa kujenga nyumba kwa mate, nikaongeza kumcha Mungu, sifanikiwi. Naishi kama lofa mlala hoi. Kabwela wa madongo.
Kupata msubiri Mungu kama sikiza tune, bonyeza *812 *501#. *812 *501#.
Watch the Mozart Bet Cup as teams from both the top tier and low tier battle for the ultimate prize of representing the country in Africa's CAF Confederations Cup. Catch all the action live and exclusive on KBC Channel 1, beginning with a round of 16 matches, the quarter-final, semi-final, and the final. Mozart Bet Cup, live and exclusive on KBC Channel 1, your true sports partner.
What about her? You see, women love heroic acts, you know? She's changed the way she thinks of you.
No, Pancho. Not at all. I almost killed myself to defend Miss Amparo, but she will always be Miss Amparo, and I will always be Ruben.
What am I supposed to do to stop feeling what I'm feeling? It's my necklace, the one that those thugs took from me. How did you get it back?
Do you think I'd be able to betray you? Look in my eyes. Look at what I feel.
You really don't plan to marry my daughter in the first place. Are you just making a fool out of her?
Because I've never been more sincere. You just disappointed me. But I admire you now because this time I'd like to forget you.
The Kenya National Qualifications Authority helps in coordinating and harmonizing education, training, assessment, and quality assurance of all qualifications awarded in the country, with a view to improving quality and international comparability. Kenya National Qualifications Authority, shaping the future of Kenya.
Good morning, and it's another big welcome again to the KBC Channel 1. These are the magical moments brought to you by KTV and, of course, in association with the KBC and celebrating this WRC World Rally Championships. Of course, we have known it from time immemorial as the Safari. Now it's moved into WRC. It took quite some time before we actually got back, because about how many years was it?
It took about, in fact, what happened is that we had a hiatus of 19 years.
Yes.
Because it was supposed to be back 2020, but then of course there was the COVID situation. So it was moved to 2021. So this is the third edition since the WRC came back to Kenya.
Now the WRC coming back to Kenya, of course we are looking at a very interesting perspective here, because it's not just about, you know, like the rallying alone. We also have got that, you know, the beautiful sceneries. Kenya, magical Kenya. You know, people talk about magical Kenya, and we have enjoyed quite a lot, and all over the world we know about magical Kenya. And this program are the magical moments. Now, when we look out at what the people are experiencing, the drivers, where they're going to go through, those magical sceneries, tell us something about it.
It's quite interesting, Topili Ambila. It is really magical, because to have this kind of an event, you know, currently we'll be having, say, like 2 billion people watching on television worldwide. And you're not talking about the social media, the Instagram, the Facebook, and the WhatsApp. So the impact in terms of marketing our country is actually quite humongous, because we have very beautiful beaches. In the coastal beaches, we have the mountains, we have the Aberdare Ranges, even where the late Queen Elizabeth slept before she became the Queen. That was 1952 and 1953. So it's really, really interesting. This is one of my very happiest moments, Topi, when we see our country being advertised the way it's actually being advertised.
And of course, I mean, literally, of course, I mean, for people probably who have just come up, I mean, the first time that, you know, you come to Kenya and you are going to enjoy the WRC Safari Rally, which has come back since 2021. Remember that Kenya, the beauty of the mountains, the beauty of the rivers, the birds, the wildlife, you know, the big five are in Kenya here. So we are looking at something that is not just about you know, like the man and machine roaring through the dusty, you know, terrain of the country, and maybe the muddy sections when it rains, and you know, Easter, and the beauty of it again is back in the Easter season.
It came back to, in fact, previously, of course, since 2021, it was actually always held around June. But the government, I think, did a lot of campaign, you know, like with the FIA, which is actually based in Paris, to be able to bring this particular event like the usual, like the norm, like the previous events. So this is really, really good. You know, like to have it over Easter, we're going to have more fans watching this thing. We're going to have more fans coming to Naivasha, even within the region. And it will be very, very nice for this country.
Even along the routes, like even Nairobi itself, you know, like I think Nairobi is the only city in the world which has got actually a wildlife, a park, a national park, right? Yeah. Like you can just walk across the town and you get into the game park.
Yeah, we got the Nairobi National Park, which is actually a walking distance from the city center. Yeah. I think it's the only city in the world that has a park that has wildlife. So it's really magical. Really, really magical. No, and we have the giraffe center also. Oh, yes. Or we have the national museums.
Yeah, I think
which are walking distances.
I just hope that, you know, not just the spectators, but also the rally drivers, that after they're running, after they're driving, and after those 3 rigorous days, that they can actually find time to get into the nitty and enjoy this beauty that we call magical, the magical beauty of Kenya.
Absolutely. I think even before the Reiki, they did the Reiki in Naivasha. Oh, they went to Masai Mara, because we could see the images of Elvin Evans, Oti Tanak, and the other, you know, like the team principals, Siria Abato, Rich Mira, actually in Masai Mara, which is very, very good.
So because they're also, because like we have got so many parks around, actually, even Naivasha. What kind of sceneries do they expect, like say around Naivasha?
Naivasha, as you drive those rally cars, yes, you'll be actually intertwining with the wildlife. Yeah. As you do, as Elvin Evans or Titanak does his stuff, there'll be a giraffe either crossing the road or grazing somewhere. So it is going to be very, very interesting, because now it's where now the rally, the Safari Rally, it kind of gets married to the magical Kenya. And this will be a very big showcase for our country.
No, it's really beautiful. And of course, like magical Kenya. These are the magical moments brought to you, of course, by, you know, courtesy of KTB,
Yes.
the Kenya Tourism
Yes.
Board, that to make sure that, you know, they can also identify with this great event, this world-renowned event,
Absolutely.
which is totally different from the other rallies.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's totally different.
This is one of the most towards very strenuous rally.
Yeah.
According to even Sebastian Ager, which is the current champion, he's actually said that one of the most favorite rallies that he's ever done is actually Safari Rally. I don't know what happened because he has that contractual agreement with Toyota Gazoo to do partial, not full 13 series.
Yeah.
So this time round, although he won in 2021 and 2022, 2023, I think he was actually the podium, but this time round he never made it. But he's one of the most interesting 13 series actually in the world, universally though.
Now, I'm very sure that, you know, most of the fans, of course, are heading to Naivasha, but now we are getting the big roar of here at the KICC, where, of course, we are going to expect probably the head of state will be there to, you know, to flag off the vehicles or his deputy. But this is a very momentous occasion for the Kenyan rally motorsporting fans. And it goes beyond even the visitors coming into Kenya today during the Easter holidays. And then also the Easter holidays. I mean, it's a beautiful time. You can never get that kind of combination that you have a World Rally Championship coming actually during the festive season. I think this was like a master stroke for the Kenya Motors Club to actually pull this off. For the government to pull off this, you know, bring in the rally, the world-renowned rally, into our Easter period when everybody is at home. Because we remember when we were young guys, I mean, during the Safari Rally days, we used to get out there. I mean, you wouldn't miss a rally.
Absolutely.
And it was all over the place.
Wow.
And when you get home, the Easter season, it's kind of like Easter was the rally, and the rally was Easter.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we remember the likes of Peter Shiuka.
Yeah.
David Dumbo.
Those great African drivers.
Let alone we had the Kina Patrick Njiro. We had the Kina David Anunda, our local heroes. Now we have our local heroes, Phineas Kimathi. We have that other young man called Wahome.
Jimmy Wahome.
We got the mother and the
we've got
the daughter
Jennifer.
and the daughter.
We have got Pauline Shegu.
And the daughter.
I mean, the
Pauline Shegu, our very own, actually.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I think those are, so the fans really, like in Naivasha, they'll be looking out for this, for the Africa, because definitely there'll be the big guys like Oje, like Nouvelle, Thierry Nouvelle, but Kenyans will want to identify also with their local drivers as well.
With their local drivers, actually.
Their local. But it's always good that you see, because I remember there was a lot of excitement when you would see, oh, this Peter Shuka, oh, Shekhar Mehta, oh, Joginder Singh, like a local guy competing against the big names those days. It was really good. And I think also this time again, we have got very good rally drivers, local rally drivers, who are actually sponsored by the local, by some of the, you know, Talanta Hela, you know, courtesy of the Ministry of Sports. I think it's going to be a great rally.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I don't know yet, I don't know what the weather forecast is.
The weather forecast says is there'll be a lot of rains. You know, previously, the 2021, 2023, there was a lot of fresh within the loops. But as they say now, we will not be having too much fresh fish because we're expecting anytime some downpour. It's going to be an imbroglio mud path for these rally cars. And that's why this particular year, you know, like previously last year, you know, the WRC rally drivers, they complained they didn't have that snow coil. You know, the gadget that pushes the dust and water out of the car. Now this time round, the WRC, the FIA, said that they can have that snow coil that pushes dust and water out of the car.
Out of the car, out of the engine.
We had so many WRC cars stalling, and we had the WRC 2 doing even better than some of the WRC 1. So there are so many changes, and changes for the better.
But of course, as usual, you know, like viewers, that is what makes the WRC Kenya Safari Rally a totally different ball game. And that's what makes it, like, you know, Easter season, this is the place to be at the WRC Rally. From here, magical moments, the golden magical moments, with my colleague Daudi Kanja and Topi Liambila, we shall be with you all the way up until the end. And of course, George's Waka, Yeah, we are at the studios. So the KBC studios, we have got Georges Walker, who is handling the other business. Of course, he's got a very interesting guest today.
I saw Makoha also in the studio.
Yeah, very interesting
one of the funniest characters we have.
I was wondering whether Makoha is going to drive one of the cars or something.
I thought so also. I thought so also.
Yeah.
Anyway, Topi, as we discuss about the magical moments of Kenya, we cannot forget the likes of Joginder Singh.
Yeah.
You know, the Joginder Singh. We cannot forget the likes of Sheikh Ameta, who won actually 5 times. I remember the initial WRC safari in 1973, 1973. You know, like there was no particular winner. There was the Sheikh Ameta and the Karlstrom. But you know, they were at par. And it went all the way to Paris to determine who was going to be the winner. So Sheikh Ameta became the winner because he had lesser penalties than Karlstrom. And we'll be talking more about that because I think we have some limited time.
No, we've got limited time, but I believe that, you know, you are going to keep it KBC Channel 1 for the best shows and the best, most updates of course, we've got guys in Naivasha, we've got Lemuka in Naivasha, we've got Wahome at the KICC, and of course, Georges Walker here at the studios, and myself, Topi Lambila, with Daudi Kanja. And I think it's been great. So now we hand over, now we are moving over to Georges Walker. So we take a break, but we'll be back with you in the afternoon. Don't go away. We shall be having more juicy stories for you from the magical moments.
Barabara kabisa. Baada tu ya uchanganuzi huo ambao umeweza kufanyika na wenzetu wale kwa lugha ya Kiingereza, na ni kwamba mambo ni mazuri zaidi na mambo ni mbashara. Kumbuka kwamba ndio siku ya kwanza rasmi ya mashindano haya ya magari ya WRC Safari Rally ambayo atakuwa anaanzishwa rasmi na Rais William Samoei Ruto katika jumba lile la KICC. Raha ilioje wakati wa Pasaka, tuko na raha ilioje.
Ni kweli kabisa. Si unaongo hata nani president aningocha.
President anakusubiri.
Ananingocha. Kwanza sijui nataka unitoe mama. Kucha uniambie ni kani nakupendeza. Choches ngochea tu. Ngochea choches. Kucha choches. Choches. Mam, sasa unaona? Unapenda kani? Unapenda hii ama hii? Unajua hii inaendanga nayo bathroom na hii inaendanga nayo hii inaendanga nayo lunch. Umeona? Na hii wacha kucheka ama unafurahia. Weka vitu. Weka vitu. Umeona baby, umeona? Makoha. Yes, Waka.
Umesema ndio unaenda naye Naivasha.
Ndio naenda naye Naivasha.
Ndio unaenda naye Naivasha.
Mimi nimejipanga.
Hebu mshike hapa nione confirm.
Wapi?
Hapa.
Hata wewe umeanza.
Makoha kama ni huyu, shika hapa. Ni kuheshimu.
Hapa. Wacha nichalipwe.
Na mambo yalivyo ni kwamba kwa sasa hivi tutakuwa tunapata mapumziko kiasi, alafu tukirejea tutakuwa tunaelekea moja kwa moja kule Naivasha, angalau tuweze kusikia Karanja David naye ameweza kutuandalia yepi.
Waka unanimaliza. Waka si tuende basi.
The Kenya National Qualifications Authority helps in coordinating and harmonizing education, training, assessment, and quality assurance of all qualifications awarded in the country, with a view to improving quality and international comparability. Kenya National Qualifications Authority, shaping the future of Kenya.
Ili kupata uchungu mtamu kama skiza tuni yako, bonyeza *812*504#.
Je, wajua kuwa kuna uchungu mtamu? Bwana mmoja akaona kipepeo kichanga kikijikakamua kutoka nje ya shimo la ukuni. Akakitazama kwa huruma mno, akahisi uchungu kwa niaba yacho. Mwisho akaamua kukisaidia.
Kupata uchungu mtamu kama skiza tune, bonyeza *812*504#. *812*504#.
Kisumu is one of the fast-growing cities in Kenya today. As you know, Kisumu County sits on the shores of Lake Victoria, along with some other countries like Homa Bay and so on. So we are very proud of it, and that is why we talk of Kisumu, my pride. You must visit the Besonyame Social and Cultural Center. You need to visit Dunga Beach. Dunga is where the food is. If you want to taste good food in Kisumu, go to Dunga. The site is also good.
This is the setting of the cultural Luo homestead. So if you want to learn about the Luo of those days, so here is where you'll find the authentic Luo homestead. Karibu Kisumu Dala.
The Kenya
Barabara kabisa. Ndivyo mambo yalivyo na tunazidi kusonga mbele. Na Makoha? Hii nini umbeba?
Ni shida nimebeba lunchbox.
Lunchbox ya?
Si ya kukula sapa bwana.
Si mimi naona ni omena.
Si Kisumu boy, si ndio? Si ndio, si ya kukula. Kukula kwangu kwa si bwana.
Inafaa uende huko kufanya biashara zako. Uende kuangalia, si mambo ya kukula.
Na si nitawahusia hata kamoja pasi. Si umesema biashara.
Yaani for sure mama kubebana na omena.
Of course, why not? Nimejipanga ndugu yangu. Yes.
Okay.
Fanya haraka niende bwana.
Ndivyo mambo alivyo, tukizidi kusonga mbele. Kumbuka kwamba tunasubiri tu, manake leo ndio siku ile ambayo Rais William Samoei Ruto atakuwa anazindua mashindano haya rasmi. Na kumbuka kwamba kando na hayo, kumekuwepo na Talanta Hela Safari Rally Academy ambayo imeweza kuzinduliwa hapo jana.
Ni kweli.
Kwa hivyo pia madereva chipkizi watakuwa na nafasi ya kuweza kujifunza masuala ya safari rally.
Yes. Hata vile kuna hii pia mashindano ya pasikiri ama hakuna?
Si nimekuambia hii ni WRC Safari Rally. Mambo ya baiskeli sijui bodaboda inatokea wapi?
Hiyo hakuna.
Hiyo hakuna.
Na ya kukula ukali iko. Anauliza tu swali.
Makoha. Haya ni mashindano ya magari. Mambo na chakula inatokea wapi?
Hakuna. Hakuna.
Na unajua hivyo.
Na ni kweli. Okay.
So, nimekuambia pia kuna wasichana ama wanawake ambao watakuwa wanashiriki. Pauline Shegu ni mmoja wao ambao atakuwa anashiriki mashindano haya.
Pauline Shegu?
Yes.
Huyu mmoja wetu.
Mmoja tu huyo.
Mama yangu.
Atakuwa ni miongoni mwa wale ambao wanashiriki mashindano haya.
Sipaswi hata mimi niende kwa sababu mimi
Usiungoje, gari lako hata halijatoka.
So
unataka uende akupatange mbele ama?
Dereva yuko na haraka bwana. Nataka kumrelease.
Hapana, dereva atoki saa hii. Dereva bado yuko hapa.
Are you sure?
Bado ako hapa, atoki.
Dereva unaenda? Usijaribu kuniacha. Sawa. Sawa, ende. Sisa kile. Usisa kile mbili.
Kumbuka kwamba ujumla wa madereva 29 wa kimataifa pia ama wale ambao watakuwa wanawania nafasi zile za juu wameweza kuorodheshwa katika mashindano haya, ndio ambao watakuwa wanashiriki kwenye mashindano ya mwaka huu. Na vile vile Thierry Neville wa kampuni ya Hyundai amejizolea alama 48, tatu zaidi ya Elfin Evans yule wa Toyota ambaye anashikilia nafasi ya pili. Hivyo ndivyo mambo yalivyo kwenye orodha ile ya mashindano ya magari ya WRC Safari Rally kufikia sasa hivi, na ni kwamba kampuni ya Hyundai imeweza kushinda mikondo miwili ya kwanza, namna ambavyo nilikuwa nimekueleza hapo awali, na ni kwamba Toyota itakuwa katika mchakato mzima wa kuweza kuhakikisha kuwa wanashinda mkondo wao wa kwanza msimu huu, ikizingatiwa kwamba Toyota imeweza kufanya vizuri zaidi katika mashindano ya magari ya humu nchini, ikiwa tangia mashindano haya yarejea humu nchini ni kampuni ya Toyota ambayo imeweza kufanya vizuri na kuweza kushinda makala yale yote ambayo yamewahi kuandaliwa. Kumbuka tu kwamba Talanta Hellas Rally School pia ilianzishwa hapo jana, na ni kwamba wengi wa wale ambao watakuwa wanalenga kuweza kushiriki ama kuweza kuzamia katika mchezo wa mashindano ya magari watakuwa na nafasi ya kuweza kushiriki katika ama kuweza kujihusisha katika shule ile, na watakuwa na nafasi ya kuweza kunoa makali yao na hata kuweza kujiweka katika ramani ya ulimwengu kama baadhi ya madereva tajika. Kumbuka kwamba ni shughuli ambayo iliweza kuanzishwa hapo jana. Pauline Shegu ambaye nimeweza kuelezea pia ni miongoni mwa wale ambao watakuwa wanashiriki mashindano haya, akiwa dereva tajika. Amekuwepo katika muda mrefu yule Pauline Shegu katika mashindano ya magari, na atakuwa ni miongoni mwa wale ambao watakuwa wanashiriki mashindano haya. Kumbuka kwamba baada ya mashindano yale kuweza kuanzishwa katika ukumbi ule wa KICC, magari yale yatafululiza moja kwa moja hadi katika maeneo yale ya Kasarani. Kwa hivyo
na tukitoka hapo pia pato tunaenda Kakamega pato.
Kakamega tena ni wapi na wapi? Tunatoka KICC. Umeshika? Tukitoka KICC tunaenda wapi?
Nini Busia.
Kasarani, sema Kasarani.
Kasarani ndio.
Pale Kasarani magari vile yako hivi mawili. Unaona vile yako hivi mawili?
Mbili ndio.
Yanapishana kwa usambamba mawili hivyo. Sawa.
Unawaambia mimi ni namba ngapi hapo?
Wewe uko namba
8. Namba 8.
Wapi kwa mashindano ya magari?
Si niliandikwa hapo
Magao wewe namba 8 kwa nyumba yako ama hapa?
Kwa nyumba. Wewe unakaa namna gani? Lakini waka unielewi.
Wako nyumbani wewe ni namba 8.
Namba 8.
Lakini si kwa mashindano ya magari.
Kwa mashindano niko kwa kipikipiki. Kipikipiki yani pikipiki.
Na baiskeli.
Na baskeli.
Sawa. Na zaidi ya yote baada yale mashindano magari yakishashindana pale kwa usambamba, magari mawili
ndio.
Katika eneo lile la Kasarani yatatoka pale moja kwa moja mpaka wapi? Naivasha. Umenipata?
Nimekupata sasa.
So kuanzia
I'm getting you.
Umenipata sasa?
I'm getting you.
So usikuje ukaanza safari haraka unataka kukimbia. Mwanzo tunaanzia wapi? Tunaanzia KICC, twende Kasarani.
Pepa blanketi yako. Pepa nini kitanda yako ikiwezekana. Omena ukiwezekana. Na pia thermos yako ya chai usisahau. Tukutane wapi? Naivasha. Si ndio?
Ndio.
Si hapo ndio mwisho.
Naam. Basi. Na ni kwamba mashindano haya yanakadiriwa kuwa mashindano magumu zaidi kutokana na kumekuwepo na maji na zaidi yote mvua ambayo inanyesha. Kuna ile milima ambayo iko katika maeneo yale. Na ni kwamba lazima wale madereva wawe makini. Yanatajwa kuwa mashindano magumu zaidi katika misururu ile ya mashindano
duniani.
Mashindano ya magari ulimwenguni.
Kabisa, si urongo, duniani. Ni kweli. Yaani ni makali, yaani mashindano itakuwa ngumu duniani. Ndio hii.
Iko wapi?
Lakini mimi nitashinda. Ndio hii.
Hapa chini.
Sio hii makali ndio tunaenda nayo bwana. Namna kali bwana.
Alright. Nakumbuka tu ya kwamba jana pia madereva walifanyia magari yao majaribio. Na ni kwamba waliweza kushindana katika eneo lile la Naivasha. Wakaweza kuonesha weledi wao. Na ndio maana wakasema kwamba haya ni mashindano magumu zaidi. Nakumbuka pia mashindano haya yanarejea wakati wake wa kawaida ikiwa ni msimu wa Pasaka. Wakumbuka mwaka jana tulikuwa hapo mwezi Juni.
Na paife nimekupata wakati wakina Shakameta, Chokinda Singh, si ndio? Wakina Patrick Njiru, si ndio? Ndio hiyo wakati wake inarutia, si ndio?
Haya. Sawa. Na kwa sababu bado hatujafika sisi Naivasha, mimi pamoja na Makoha itakuwa ni bora zaidi niweze kupeleka katika eneo hilo, kwa sababu Karanja David ananiambia kwamba yuko standby kuweza kutupatia taarifa za yale yanayojiri kule. Karanja David, chukua usukani.
Si mimi niendange? Mimi niende.
Subiri.
Shukran sana mzee Mnyama Georges wako kutoka studio zetu za KBC Channel 1 zilizoko mkabala na barabara ya Kijabe mjini Nairobi, ikiwa ni siku ya kwanza ya sherehe ya ufunguzi rasmi wa mbio za WRC Safari, sherehe ambayo inafanyika katika ukumbi wa KICC, huku madereva wakitarajiwa kukabiliana mkondo wa Super Special Stage kule Kasarani, kisha magari hayo yarejea hapa Naivasha kukabiliana mikondo ya Elementator, Kendong, Loldia na vile Sleeping Warrior kabla ya siku ya mwisho kule Hell's Gate, ambapo mbio hizo zitakamilishwa na sherehe ya kufunga rasmi mashindano hayo. Tumekita kambi hapa mjini Naivasha na kwa sasa niko kando ya ziwa Naivasha, ambapo wakazi wa maeneo haya watatuambia mawili matatu kuhusiana nini wanachotarajia, hususan makala ya mbio za mwaka huu za WRC Safari Kenya. Karibu ndugu, na uniambie jina lako na unatarajia nini mwaka huu. Najua nyinyi wafanyi biashara wa mashua, mnatarajia nini mwaka huu?
Haya, kwa majina naitwa John Juna. Mimi nafanya kazi ya Eco-Tourist hapa. Lakini kulingana na rali za hii mwaka, kulingana na vile kimfuko iko, kimaisha vile iko, si kama hapo awali. Juu hapo awali sasa ukiangalia kungekuwa kumekampiwa hapa. Kwa ile leki yetu tulikuwa tuna watu wanalala huku, kwa miti tulikuwa tumeweka hadi mataa, lakini kwa saa hii sijui ama ni kimfuko vile kuko ama ni vile maisha iko.
Kidogo kwamba leo ni siku ya kwanza tu ndio madereva wanakabiliana na mkondo wa kule Kasarani. Kesho magari, leo usiku magari yatakuwa kiwasili hapa Naivasha. Hakwani unakata matumaini ni mwanzo tu ndio mkoko unaalika maua?
Tutatarajia itakuwa sawa tu kama hapo awali, lakini tutakuwa tu na ile hope.
Hope ya kwamba mambo yatakuwa mazuri.
Itakuwa mazuri juu ndio mwanzo sasa.
Wewe ni shabiki, unajua tunazungumzia mbio za Safu. Unajua wanasemanga hapa ni Vasha, mbio ni za Safu, mbio ni za Safu. Hauko peke yako. Karibu ndugu. Tunazungumzia Safu. Hapa ni Vasha, wanasema hapa ni Vasha. WRC Safari. Wewe sasa, wewe ni shabiki wa dereva upi? Wewe ni shabiki wa dereva upi?
Mimi shabiki wa Sebastian Oji. Na of which mimi nitamkosa kwa sababu sijaona hata akiwa kwa ile shakedown imekuwa Londia. Sijamuona hata kwa magazeti ati amekuja, lakini sasa nitarelay kwa Otanak. Na ninatarajia Otanak kama ananisikia anaweza kuja hata mimi nimpe ride kwa lake, naye afurahie, nimuonyeshe wanyama, ndege, naye tena naye enjoy vile mimi na enjoy vile anakimbiza magari.
Unajua Sebastian Oje mwaka huu ameamua kususia mbio za mwaka huu. Unajua wao madereva wao wanaamua zile mbio ambazo watashiriki. Kwa hivyo Sebastian Oje mwaka huu hayupo, lakini unasema wewe Otanak unamtakia ushindi. Otanak
kabisa, namtakia ushindi kabisa.
Na kuna madereva wengine wa humu nchini, walizungumzia wale wa Uingereza peke yake. Kuna madereva ambao wanashiriki mbio za mwaka huu. Wewe unashabikia nani dereva wa humu nchini?
Niko na madereva wawili, Karutundo na Wahome. So Karutundo ako number 12 na gari number 24, Wahoma ako number 24 na gari 105. So nawatakia ushindi, washindana na wale hata wakuja number 1 in the world. Yes, washinde wale.
Unaelewa maneno. Carl Flash tu ndio ni bingwa mara 5 wa mbio za Safari, na vile Jeremy Wambini kichipukizi ambaye anaibukia. Kwa hivyo hao pia ni madereva. Kumbuka kano na hivyo mtazamaji ni kwamba sio tu Carl Flash tu ndo, kuna Karam Patel, bingwa wa mbio za bara Afrika ambaye anashiriki mbio za mwaka huu, Aki Virani, Soma Vohora, wote wako pale, na bila kuwasahau kina dada, yuko Lineta, yuko Pauline Shegu na Lisa vile watakuwa wakiwakilisha taifa katika mbio hizi za WRC Safari. Hauko peke yako. Shukrani rafiki. Jina lako?
Mimi naitwa Samson Gitonga.
Samson Gitonga. Wewe ni mkazi, uko hapa kando ya ziwa Naivasha. Shughuli yako ni ipi unayopiga hapa?
Shughuli yangu ni ecotourism, lakini kwa huu muda wa lale hii tunaona hakuna kazi. Hatujui ama ni pesa hakuna ama ni aje, lakini tunasubiri tu maneno itakuwa mzuri.
Kama nilivyosema hapo awali, kuna huu ni mwaka wa 3 mashindano kuandaliwa hapa Naivasha. Hapo awali mambo yalikuwa vipi? Miaka miwili iliyopita tofauti ni hipi?
Hizo mwaka zingine kazi ilikuwa mingi, wakati kama huu watu wangekuwa wamejaa hapa asubuhi. Hata kwa barabara ukipita pita hivi unaona watu wamejaa, lakini hii mwaka watu hawajakuja, huku hatuna kazi, lakini tunasubiri tu watu watakuja. Wacha tuone tu.
Ni vizuri usikate tamaa. Kumbuka magari haya yatakuwa kizuru maeneo haya kuelekea katika maeneo ya Loldia, Elementite, Sleeping Warrior na maeneo mengine tofauti. Sijui nani unajua kando na kuendesha mashua katika maeneo haya. Je, wewe utaenda kuzuru maeneo hayo? Sijui kama ulikuwa pale Shakedown Loldia au ulielekea Shakedown Loldia. Unapenda magari? Unapenda mbio za magari?
Napenda mbio za magari, lakini sasa kwa kazi yangu itaniruhusu kwenda kuona hizo mbio, labda niziwatch kwa TV. Lakini tukiingia pande ya kazi yetu
hapo, hata nikukate kidogo, uziwatch kwa TV. Ni runinga gani inaonyesha mbio hizo moja kwa moja?
KBC Channel 1.
Umesema KBC Channel 1. Tazama mbio hizo moja kwa moja kuanzia leo hadi siku ya kule Hell's Gate. Ulikuwa unazungumzia biashara unayoifanya.
Sawa, mimi nafanya kazi ya boat riding, ecotourism, na bado ikishikamana bado nafanya kazi ya fishing. Kwa sasa kazi iko chini compare na ile wakati wa uhuru. Kuingia hii serikali tuko nayo, sioni kama kuna kazi. Hata mkiangalia huku mashua zetu, boti zetu hazina, hata zingine tujafunga engine. Tunaona hii serikali imetunyanyasa pande ya kazi, biashara iko chini, mabidu zimepandishwa bei.
Kidogo tusipige siasa. Unajua tukipiga siasa sana, mambo yanachukua mwelekeo mgani? Mwelekeo tofauti. Ni vizuri unasema unatarajia mazuri, watakuja hapa. Tumesema ni siku ya kwanza tu. Ni siku ya kwanza mbio za WRC safari. Madereva wako kule Kasarani, kuna kesho kutwa na kuna siku ya Jumapili ambayo nimekuambia hata sisi tukimaliza shughuli tutakuwa hapa kwenda na boat ride. Kwa hivyo usikate tamaa. Vijana ni wangapi hapa wanaofanya hii shughuli?
Jana tuko wengi hapa, tuko around tunafanya kazi ya ecotourism, tuko karibu watu 200. Juu kuna mwenye ataongea na customer na kuna mwenye atamdrive na kuna ule atapea pesa kutoka kwa maji. So tuna expect kazi kwa wingi kwa sababu tuko na boti mingi. Alafu kulingana na wakati wa kwanza bado tulikuwa na watu wengi, hata hapa hivi ngekuwa maana watu wamejaa sana, lakini tunaomba mtembee sana wageni wetu, tunawakaribisha sana. Asanteni. Na kwa majina naitwa Dennis.
Deno anasema watu watembee Naivasha waweze wapate kupata ajira. Hao ni wale wanaofanya shughuli ya mashua hapa katika kando ya ziwa Naivasha. Ndugu jina kisha tuambie wewe, magari yanakuja Naivasha. Je, wewe ni shabiki wa mbio za magari ama utawasubiri hapa kuwabeba na mashua?
Kwa majina naitwa Kenneth Waweru ama Kanyoni. Nafanya kazi ya ecotourism, na kusema ukweli ni mapema sana kusema ati hakuna kazi. Tunaongoja maybe kufikia jioni kazi kutakuwa na mabadiliko ya watu kuanza kuingia kwa hii beach yetu. Na ni vizuri sana sababu nyinyi kama KBC Channel 1 mmekuja hapa na kuangazia yale ambayo yanaendelea katika maeneo haya. Mimi chenye ningeweza kusema kwa mtambo wa KBC, ningeomba wale wanaotuona kwa nchi za mbali wenye wako karibu Kenya, public beach tuna offer services poa. Wageni wakikuja tunawabeba vizuri, wanapelekwa wanaona hippos, halafu wenye wanapenda kuwatching wa hizi ndege tuko na walimu hapa ambao wanajua hizi bird watching. Tuna offer services ambazo ziko poa sana, na bado pia tungeomba hata kupitia kwa hii mtambo tu muweze kutuguzia mpaka kwa wakubwa, hata nao waweze kufanya hii reki yetu ionekane ina mandhari nzuri na kulete wageni, kwa sababu venye safari rally zimekuja tunaongoja kuwa na wageni wengi sana kwa hizi boti zetu, ambapo hao vijana kama 200 ama 300 hizo familia zitaweza kuwa na kipato cha siku. So ni chenye nasema ni asante sana kwa KBC, na ninajua hata wenye hawajaweza kufika kwenye haya maeneo kwa sababu ya za kimfuko wataletewa moja kwa moja kupitia mtambo wa KBC Channel 1, na hapo ni nyumbani.
Ushasema ni KBC Channel 1, mwenzi wa dhati michezoni. Bila shaka baada ya kufanya shughuli yote ya mashindano ya AFCON, vile mashindano ya dunia ya riadha, sasa ni WRC safari. Tumekita kambi Naivasha kuletea matangazo haya moja kwa moja kuanzia leo siku ya ufunguzi hadi kilele chake katika maeneo ya Hell's Gate. Msanii, inua juu ione shughuli mnayopiga hapa. Hiyo ni shughuli mnayoipiga hapa?
Hii ndio shughuli tunayoipiga hapa.
Hii ndio shughuli?
Ndio.
Sasa niambie, unajua sisi kule kwetu, sisi kule maeneo nimetoka mimi, sisi ni wakulima wa mpunga kule Moya. Yaani rice, mchele. Sasa hapa lazima unieleze huyu samaki ni upi?
Huyu samaki ni catfish na anategwa na hizi hooks kubwa. Anategwa na hooks kuna
baada tu ya kuweza kumaliza shughuli hiyo. Karanja David akiwa kule Naivasha, na pengine Makoha, nimeona Karanja David amemshika samaki mmoja mkubwa sana. Ule samaki mwamuitaje kule nyumbani?
Hiyo sisi kwa kinyumbani tunaitanga izinderu.
Ati?
Izinderu. Yaani sio, unaona iko na mandevu.
Na ndevu? Okay, tutakuwa tunaenda kwa madereva moja kwa moja, lakini Karanja David amekuwa muoga sana wa kuweza kufanya nini? Kuweza kuingia ama kupanda kwenye mashua aogelee. Kisa na maana ni ule uzito wake ameogopea.
Ni kweli. Sasa mimi nataka niende papa.
Unaendaje? Bado hatujamaliza shughuli.
Sasa wewe unachoma ni
hapana, tunaanzia KICC. Alafu tutoke KICC twende wapi? Twende Kasa.
Twende Kasarani.
Kutoka Kasarani ndio twende Naivasha. Wacha pupa.
Sasa unaniambia hivyo. Hata wewe si chuna kana.
Niaje bazu?
Ongeanga na mtu kama huyu bwana. Hawachange hiyo.
Okay bwana. Kuja nataka unichambulie hii gari.
Wacha mwenyewe
kuja tuchambulie. Haya, tufungulie hapa. Nataka tuchambue tuweze kuangalia namna ambavyo gari hili lilivyo, kwa sababu wengi zaidi wanashangaa mbona linapiga matua. Kwanza hizi tua zinaitwaje?
Pops and bangs.
Pops and
bangs. Tunaitaka pops and bangs.
Pops and bangs. Pops and Hebu kuja unieleze. Ati zinaitwaje?
Pop and pumps.
Ngoja, wewe umesema zinaitwa
pops and bangs.
Na Makoha
popcorns and pumps. Sudaona sasa. Tunaingiana pale.
Makoha utanimaliza.
Sio unaonga hivyo ndio zinaitwangwa.
Okay.
Popcorns and pens.
Popcorns and pens.
Ndio hiyo.
Okay, bro. Pengine utuambie ni kipi ambacho umeweza kulifanyia gari hili ya kwamba linafikia mahali ambapo linaweza likaenda kwa kasi zaidi? Yes. Mambo mengi hayo ndio nataka kuyajua.
Kama front bumper.
Yes.
Bumper ya mbele, ya nyuma ni custom. Tumekuwa wrap hii rangi, hii ni sticker.
Hii yenye iko kwa hii gari ni sticker. So si rangi yake hii. Ndio, rangi yake ni gani hasa? Ni silver. So ukikuja kuweka hii sticker lazima ujulishe pengine maafisa wa usalama. Sio lazima.
Kuwa bado rangi ya gari ni inaonekana haufuniki kila hapa.
Haufuniki kila maeneo. Na pengine tukiangalia kitu kama rims zile za gari yako, na rims usaidiaje gari? Ni urembo tu ama pia huwa zina
kuna zile rims tofauti.
Ndio.
Kwa hii yangu ni urembo mostly.
Ndio.
So kuna zile stock kama zile zinakuja na gari. Hizo ndo zinakuja zile zenye ziko na nguvu, yani ukigonga pothole kufanya kitu yoyote nayo haitaumia. So gari kama hii unakuwa kuichunga sana. Kishaweka mambo kama haya.
Na pengine unavyosema kwamba lazima ulichunge sana ili gari wakati ambapo umeweka vitu kama hivi, unamaanisha kwamba kuibiwa ama pengine linaweza likaharibika, liko delicate? Ni delicate.
It is fragile. Sasa kama hii mtu anaweza kupita kwa ruzi mpaka uitishe wrap tena, uwekewe wrap nyingine.
Kwa hivyo ikikuja ni wrap lazima utaweka wrap kwa gari lote, kama ni hapo utatoa tu ya hapa peke yake?
Yote. Unauziwa kama roll.
Okay, na wrap yenyewe ni pesa ngapi?
Differs. Goes from
Asante sana. Baada tu ya kukamilisha hapo, itakuwa ni bora zaidi tuelekee katika jumba la KICC, manake anamwona Rais William Samoei Ruto tayari amekwisha wasili kule, na itakuwa ni bora zaidi tuweze kuelekea huko mpaka mashindano haya yatakapoanza tena.
All other competitors, please come through now for the photo opportunity. The rest of the racing crew.
Guys, all the way around here, please. Fill some space.
Yes, indeed, it is the official flag off of the 72nd Safari Rally here at the Kenyatta International Convention Center in Nairobi. And of course, that's President William Ruto taking a photo there, a group photo with a number of drivers who are already here at the Safari Rally flag off. And of course, that's President William Ruto talking to the drivers, among them. That's the Talanta Hela sponsored quartet of the all-female crew drivers that are here already. And just in the foreground there, you can see Nikhil Sachani, who will be driving with Fabius Skoda. And he is among the drivers that we expect Kenya will be putting hopes on in this particular event.
Yeah, it's a really great occasion here. Color and pomp is a global ceremony, as you can see there. All the rally drivers, they're lining up, taking photos just before the great moment where they get to be flagged off. The President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, they're exchanging niceties and having good moments there with the Kenyan crew. Remember, there's a Talanta Hela crew, which is part of the Talanta Hela movement that is being bolstered there by the Ministry of Sports and the Arts. And we have seen Talanta Hela, remember, just 24 hours ago, the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and the Minister for Sports Babu Namwamba launched the Talanta Rally School. So on top of the Safari Rally going on, the international event and the WRC, there's also that local aspect. And there you can see the African champion is there. There is Karan Patel there taking a photo with the all-ladies crew of Talanta Hela. And as you just said, in case you're just joining us, us. This is the opening ceremony and the flagging off of activities here, and we'll be taking you through the action as we proceed.
And we wish each and every competitor all the best. Thank you to FIA, WRC promoters for making this thing possible. And we are often told that nothing is impossible. We shall do it and it will work. Thank you very much. And thank you also to the CS for your support. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman. I'll next call Dr. Joseph Kenywa, who's the Chairman, KCB Group PLC, to come and make some brief remarks.
Your Excellency, President William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, and in the interest of the time, I will not mention anybody else other than saying all those who are here, we are really appreciative of you having to join us in this very important rally. As a bank, we have been partnering and trying to see what we can do to ensure Safari Rally remains an event that will retain what it has been in the past. We have also appreciated that there are issues of environment around the sporting activity itself. And in this context, Your Excellency, we as a people committed to improving our environment have taken it that we know what we are doing to plant, aiming to plant 15 billion trees by the year 2032, I believe it is the date. And in this context, we last year planted 320 trees, and we are planning to support your efforts by planting more, working with other partners. This year, our plan is to plant over 300,000 trees again. Your Excellency, this is a very important sport. We know what it means even to our young people. As KCB, we have a program within which we are trying to promote our young people so that they can have ways in which they can be able to meet their own needs and in a more productive manner. I will not say that much because I have been told time is not on our side, but I want to assure you, sir, that for those who are participating, please know this is an important event. It's an event that we would want to see it continuing. We also want you to know, as KCB, the Rayon of Africa, this is the bank that you could be committing to do your banking business. Because by so doing, we'll be able even to do more to support you. Thank you very much and have a good day. And for the fans and the competitors, please, we wish you all the success. Asante sana.
Asante Bwana Chairman. Sasa naomba pia mniruhusu nimwalike Mr. Charles Gashero, the CEO Safari Rally Kenya, aje anane machache sana.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, Cabinet Secretary for Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sport, Honorable Ababu Namwamba, PS Peter Toom, Rodrigo Rocha, Jonas Ibel, Maina Muturi. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I think it's still morning. Your Excellency, due to time, I'll cut my speech short, but allow me to thank all the people who've made the Safari Rally 2024 possible. I would like to thank those who allow us to use their land, Malewa, Moho Farm, Soisambu, Elementaita, Sleeping Warrior, Osirian, Kedong, Loldia, Hell's Gate, and Geothermal. I would like to very much thank the Director General of KWS, Erastus Kanga, for really coming out to support us at Hell's Gate and Geothermal. I would like to thank the Wildlife Research Training Institute, which houses the service park, Dr. Patrick Omondi, Asante Sana, the governors of Nairobi, Governor Sakaja, Governor Susan Keheka in Nakuru, the Governor of Kiambu for allowing us to use their various services. I would like to thank the Nakuru County Tourism Association, which houses us when we are in Naivasha. Your Excellency, through CS Ababu's office, we have been able to effect the one government approach to running this event. I would like to thank the teams at KPA, Kenya Railway, NEMA, KCAA, Kenya Airports Authority, I'd like to thank Caleb Kositani very much for his support. Kenya Railways, Communication Authority, Bwana David Mogonyi, thank you for all the permits. The Kenya Tourism Board, Keproba, I would like to thank the Keproba team, the Kiambu County, the Ministry of Health, and other agencies. To Interior, asanteni sana for all the support in security, and to our partners, KCB, asante sana, Chairman, asante sana Paul Russo, asante sana Safaricom, KQ Toyota. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. To the WRC promoter team and the FIA, thank you for walking this journey with us, and we look forward to 2025. I've heard, as the President was taking photos, the drivers requesting for a longer safari rally. I think we can do a longer one to just give this event more glamour globally. Asanteni sana.
Thank you. And at this point, I'd like to now invite Mr. Jonas Sibyl, Managing Director, World Rally Championship Promoter, to come and say a few, then followed by Mr. Rocha Rodrigo, Federation of International Automobile. So for now, Jonas Sibyl, welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Mr. President, Ruto, dear General Secretary Ababu Nambamba, who is still alive after a tough co-drive yesterday. That's very good. Yeah, still alive. President made it last year. By the way, what a statement from your president of your country that he's sitting here with an official driver suit. That's so nice. A big applause for this one. What a commitment. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for everybody, for all involved parties and people here. So many are involved. It's fantastic. I mean, what made your event, the Safari Rally Kenya, so unique, so successful, so special? For sure, it's the sporting concept. It's a very, very tough sporting concept. We know that. If you discuss with the drivers, with the co-drivers, with the teams, with the manufacturers at the beginning of the season, what's your goal? What's your main goal? For sure, everybody says to win the championship. But very close to that goal, the next one is, it would be really great to stand at the top of the podium Sunday at Safari Rally Kenya. They really like that. So it's extremely important, and especially because the Rally Safari Kenya is so demanding, it's so challenging, it's so tough. And I think your event, your rally meets 100% the core, the pure DNA of our sport, of our rallying. And especially the combination of your sporting concept with wonderful people, with the wonderful nature, with the variety of wildlife. Wow, we can't get enough of it. And Peter and Simon, some guys of our team, Ian and Sylvia, is here as well for a while, and they told me the last days, it is so great to work together with all the involved people and parties. I mean, you have a strong involvement from the government, the politicians are involved, the representatives of the FIA, Rodrigo, Valeria are here, your committed partners and strong sponsors, all the volunteers, the whole organization team of Charles. It's so fantastic to work so close with you, all the volunteers. I mean, look, where's the music band over there? The dancers, wonderful people. You all are part of this great event here, and we highly appreciate that. And we all know your attitude, your hospitality is fantastic. We really like your attitude. And we, again, promise you one thing. We will send the amazing, fantastic pictures of Safari Rally Kenya the next days out into the world, and we will make many, many millions of people happy out there. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Asante Kenya.
Your Excellency, the President of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, the Honorable Cabinet Secretary, Mr. Ababu Nambamba, Peter Tom, PS of Sports, Mr. Charles Gashuru, Safari Rally Kenya CEO, Mr. Valerio Yakizi, Secretary General for the FIA, Mr. Yona Sibel, WRC promoter, and my dearest friend, Maina Muturi, from the Kenya Motorsport Federation, all other dignitaries and distinguished guests. I'm thrilled to be here today and help to signal the beginning of an event that is unique for the FIA, the World Rally Championship. Safari Rally Kenya is more than a rally and more than a round of the WRC. It is indeed a celebration of all that is good about the African motorsport and his ultimate test driver of the machine. It is incredible to see crews from 15 countries and the participation of 6 motorsport manufacturers in this event. We will all be very excited to watch the top 5 stars to battle in Rally 1, while the FIA WRC2 Championships provides an excellent opportunity for competitors of the growing FIA Rally Championship to build their experience and show their skills on a global stage. Of course, the fact that we gather here for the start of the Rally Safari is down to the huge support of the Kenyan government, and I would like to thank His Excellency President William Ruto and his administration, as well as all contributors to the event. It is also very important to acknowledge the effort of all the volunteers who will be tirelessly over the next few days to help ensure the successful running of this world-class event on the pinnacle of the motorsport in the FIA. The Safari Rally is truly cherished by our President Mohammed Ben Sulayem, and it brings a very unique touch to this championship. Indeed, Kenya, with its special sand, fesh, and the iconic Maasai spirit, is a perfect setting for a true African rally experience. Being present at the launch of Talanta Motorsport Academy yesterday reminded me of a topic that I covered when I was here 2 years ago. It is of fundamental importance to make a sport much more accessible to talented driver and to double motorsport participation. I'm sure this program will achieve this objective and wish all the success to the Talanta Motorsport Academy project. Wishing for another success and safe edition of this iconic competition within the WRC. Asante sana.
And now allow me to welcome the CS Youth Affairs, Sports, Creative Economy, Honorable Ababu Namwamba, to now come and take over the program. Karibu.
Your Excellency, thank you for coming here to lead the nation in welcoming the world to magical Kenya, Kenya, the land of Hakuna Matata. And we tell the world, Karibuni Kenya, twende Vasha, Eastern Rally. Your Excellency, we are delighted to have and to continue the partnership we have with the FIA and the WRC. We are absolutely happy, glad to have Kenya as one of only 13 rounds of the World Rally Championship Series, and indeed the only one on the African continent. We want to assure our partners, the FIA and the WRC, that we cherish this partnership and will continue to work together to improve this amazing product, the special, iconic Safari Rally. Your Excellency, we are also delighted that the Safari Rally, again, I must pay credit to you, sir. It was really out of your initiative and instructions that we worked closely with the WRC to return the Safari Rally to its traditional timing of Easter. And this is therefore a celebration of this special heritage of having the rally over Easter. We deliver this rally, Your Excellency, in the context of a transition. We are making a big transition in terms of improving the management of the World Rally Championship Safari Rally project, and we can assure our partners that it will only get better. Your Excellency, among the key outputs of this year's rally is the launch of the Talanta Motorsport Academy. And we are looking forward to witnessing this academy become the breeding ground of the next big rallying stars from the Kenyan ecosystem. Let me conclude by assuring you, Your Excellency, that sports in Kenya is on a roll, sports in Kenya is on a high, and I'm very happy to recognize and appreciate the presence of our national Harambee Stars team coach, who is here and has just come back from Malawi after a successful sojourn by our national team Harambee Stars. That really is one of the factors confirming that our sports is on the right trajectory. Good people, it is now my honor, pleasure, and privilege to ask you to rise and join me in welcoming Kenya's Safari Rally fan number 1 and supporter number 1, His Excellency, the President. Join me in welcoming the President.
I am told to keep my statement short because it's time to race. Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's take our seats. I am proud to officiate at the official launch of the 71st anniversary edition of the World Rallying Championship Safari Rally, which is yet another opportunity for our country to host the world's toughest motorsport contest and underscore the depth of our heritage in this sport. This iconic showpiece has quickly risen to its full potential as a present and future global allied sporting event. In particular, the return of the Safari Rally to Kenya in 2019, after nearly 2 decades, reminds us of a special Easter message of the possibility of radical revival for our fortunes, the spectacular return of Kenya to the global motorsport stage, and the gift of the opportunity to showcase to the world the unique scenic beauty and touristic diversity of Kenya. The Safari Rally global impact cannot be overstated. Through the years, it has remained in the lead as the WRC broadcasts in over 150 countries around the world. Last year, it attracted an encouraging viewership of 80 million. And this year, we expect to do it even better and reach 100 million viewers around the world. Along with the universal excitement with which this rally is charged, we must recognize the other beneficial economic effects that accrues as a consequence of events of this magnitude. The surge in the numbers of visitors to our country and to the venues intensify media coverage of our country's attractiveness, and the global attention generated by WRC provides a definite and major boost to our economy, boosting incomes for local businesses, increasing direct and indirect jobs, attracting local and foreign investment in tourism, catering, and accommodation infrastructure, facilities, and services, thereby injecting billions of shillings into our economy in keeping with our bottom-up economic transformation agenda. For the people of Kenya, WRC Safari Rally is a truly special Easter holiday gift to millions of families and other groups to bond over a thrilling spectacle. For millions of people across the globe, the rally is a captivating showpiece where human skill and endurance, together with the epitome of rugged automotive technology, are put to test on the daunting terrain of Naivasha's glorious landscape. The prestige arises from the rich history of Safari Rally, the raw beauty of its setting, the competition's incomparably challenging course, and our capacity to organize world-class sporting show farm to the world our profile as a sporting powerhouse with prowess that extend beyond athletics. Kenya's position as a top destination for motorsport is placed beyond debate by Safari Rally. You simply cannot find a rally as tough, compelling, beautiful, and rewarding as the Safari Rally in Kenya. I take this opportunity to express deep gratitude to the International Automobile Federation for its decision to reinstate Kenya to the World Rallying Championships calendar, making the Safari Rally one of the 13 events spanning Europe, the Americas, Africa, and Asia. For our part, we have done our utmost to deliver yet another exhilarating edition of the Safari Rally after a successful event last year. We are therefore thoroughly prepared to receive rally enthusiasts from around the world, greet them with the epic contest of high-speed racing, and treat them to the warmth, hospitality, and generosity of the Kenyan people. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage all Kenyans to come out in large numbers to support our teams and celebrate Easter in style. Let us join together in welcoming all our visitors to magical Kenya, the beautiful country of humanity's first home. And to all our visitors, you may have realized that Kenya has now eliminated all requirements of visa for any person coming from anywhere in the world, because Kenya is the home of humanity, and we welcome you in Kenya with the greetings, welcome home to all of you. The 2024 WRC Safari Rally is now officially launched. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Asante sana.
Thank you, Your Excellency. One more round of applause for His Excellency as we now welcome him to approach the ramp for the official flag off of the WRC 2024 Safari Rally. And I'll request that he is joined by the sponsors and the president of the WRC Rally at the podium or at the ramp. The rest of us, kindly, let's remain seated as we welcome His Excellency to approach the ramp where he's going.
Nimeambiwa hapo nimeharakisha sana. Sasa Wakenya mko tayari? Nairobi hoye! Bas, rally ndio hii. Our Easter for many years, for 70 years in fact, our Easter always was accompanied with Safari Rally. I want to thank FIA and WRC for completing our Easter with the Safari Rally that we always knew was part of our Easter menu. And therefore, I want to tell Kenyans across the country that we have an opportunity to celebrate Easter in style. All of us have that opportunity, and I am looking forward to a wonderful Easter beginning tomorrow. And as we flag up these men and women, they told me, the Safari Rally drivers told me, they want this rally to return to the 5 days that was before. Now we are doing 3 days, they wanted 5 days. Ababu na Mwamba and your team, FIA and WRC, I think it is time you consider the request of our rally drivers. Thank you very much, everybody. We love you. Those of us who have come from far and wide, Kenyans will be welcoming you with the warmth of our hospitality, generosity, and what we are all known for, the warmth of Kenya. Asanteni sana.
So to join His Excellency on the ramp, I'll call Rodriguez from FIA, CEO Gashero Charles, Mr. Maina, Joshua Sibel, and together with the PS and the CS to join His Excellency on the ramp. The rest of us, kindly, let's remain seated. Let's remain seated kindly. We need very few people on the ramp for the sake of good pictures and also just to have some order. So to join His Excellency, we're expecting Rodriguez, we're expecting Gashero Charles, Mr. Maina, Joshua Sibel to join His Excellency together with the CS and the PS. And at this time, I want to hand over to my co-host, Mr. Eddie Kimani, to lead us in the next part of the official flagging off of the 2024 WRC Safari Rally. Eddie, over to you.
Asante sana Michael Gitonga. Ashukuru sana kwa nafasi hii. Na this is a day we've been waiting for, and I'd like to take this opportunity on behalf of the organizers, the WRC Safari Rally Kenya Limited, the local organizing committee, in putting together this amazing event. I will not forget the partners, the friends, and those who've walked along with us for the last 3-4 months in making sure that we are here today at the start of the 71st Safari Rally WRC. My co-host this afternoon will be Julian Porter, all the way from the WRC team. Julian, it's good morning or good afternoon? Good afternoon.
It is good afternoon, and yet we are ready. And one of my favorite countries, one of my favorite continents in the world. So we've got some rally cars coming, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, a total of 29 cars which will be flagged off here on the ramp. And we've got a couple of other cars that are competing in the Kenya National Rally Championship. That's our very own gents and ladies. Remembering we also have our very own Talanta Hela Ladies Rally Team, which have been supported by the national government to ensure that there is some form of equality in bringing women into the sport. So right now, we are just about to engage into the rally time. And Your Excellency, together with your team, welcome and thank you once again on behalf of all Kenyans. And also acknowledging Nairobi and the county government of Nairobi for hosting us in this iconic ground, the KICC, but more importantly, celebrating the return of Safari Rally to the Easter weekend. We are just about to begin. And His Excellency, the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, will be flagging off the first 10 cars. On the ramp right now, we have Carl Flash Tundo, navigated by his long-term handbrake will be nice, to flag off the first car off the ramp. I'll be joining Julian on the other side. Julian?
Yep, let's get you across here to interview Carl.
All right, as we count down to the start, Carl Flash Tundo, recently the chair of the local organizing committee, but more importantly, we are acknowledging his 5-time Safari Rally wins, navigated by his long-time Carl Flash Tundo. Before you get into the car, a word to our fans, and of course, this is yet another opportunity for you to showcase your skill. I mean, you've taken a break a little for other engagements, but you're here for the rally. Many people are very excited to have you back in the Safari. How is it for you being the Safari, looking forward to another good finishing in a good place last year?
Yeah, I'm super excited. You know, Safari Rally to me is it's in my heart. This will be my 24th Safari Rally that I've done. I think I might be the oldest here in the car, but looking to give the Kijanas a good race.
Age is nothing but a number. You and team have a formidable partnership. How far have you prepared this time? You've got another brand sponsorship from Betika. Well done and congratulations. All set?
Yeah, we're set. We're ready to go. We're hoping the Easter rains will open the gates, the floodgates, and let's see how everyone fares.
All right, Carl, all the best. 5-time Safari Rally winner, navigated by Team Jessop, and they will be getting into this adventure in their Ford. That is a Ford Fiesta, competing in Rally 2 category. And if you do not know, he finished 12th in 2023, 3rd in the WRC, 3rd in 2021, 11th in 2023, and we are lucky that we are going to definitely see him look to better that. Clearly a man who's got his attention and ears well open. And we are going to the countdown in a moment. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and off they go. Starting the attention. Just beginning the journey of yet another edition of the Safari Rally. And this one for him, the 24th edition of the Safari Rally for him. Up next, the Africa Rally defending champion Karan Patel and Tawfiq Khan. And definitely sponsored by a very good friend of motorsports in Kenya, that is KCB. Goromisha, now feel the roar. Tawfiq and Karan, an amazing partnership they've had over the years. Former National Rally Championships, but right now they are the defending champions of the Africa Rally Championship, with Karan sealing it after finishing second in the Tanzania Rally. Karan. Karan, well done. Of course, a great privilege to be standing here right next to our president, and more privilege standing here with you because you're carrying high the nation's flag and, of course, KCB's flag. As one of the representatives leading our Kenyan charge, any pressure on you?
Yeah, I mean, for sure there's always pressure, but it's how you cope with it and how you deal with it. That's the key. So let's see how it goes.
Thank you for your time. Thank you so much, Karan, and all the best. Good luck. Karan Patel, navigated by Tosif Khan. And this machine brought in for this new season, it's a Skoda Fabia R5 in the Rally 2 category. And also looking forward to another season where he will be looking to defend his Africa Rally Championship. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and off they go. Karan Patel and Tosif Khan. All right, we progress on with the flags of Karan. Third in the order of the start, we've got Nicolas Siamin and Yannick Roche in their Hyundai i20N. Julian will be having a conversation with the drivers as they start their adventure in the 2004 WRC Safari Rally.
I get a quick word with Nicholas. If you stay there, we just come in, so we're facing front. Obviously, we've been together already like 1 week. You've been and sampled. He was in Masai Mara for 2 days. So what have you made of the whole experience so far in Kenya?
Yeah, first, so the safari experience in Masai Mara was fantastic, and I think you liked it too.
I did.
And then, yeah, Reiki was a challenge already. Conditions are quite rough this year. And yeah, when it's raining, it's very slippery also. So yeah, it will be a big challenge. Shakedown did not went very well. I clipped the same tree as Oliver 2 years ago, yes. So not a great start, but now I tried not to make any mistake anymore.
It's a huge adventure, yeah?
Yeah, it will be, I guess.
Okay, good luck, and we'll see you at the weekend.
Well done, Julian. Definitely a pleasure to have you, Julian, here. You've been moving around the world and very jealous that you already had a taste of 2024 season, Monte Carlo and Sweden. How is it coming from the snow to the sun?
Yeah, it's good. Monte Carlo was not too bad. It was actually warmer than we were expecting.
Yes.
Then Sweden was -10, -15.
3, 2, 1, and off they go. That is Nicolas Siamin and Yannick Roche in the Hyundai 130N, third of the road in the WRC 2 category. Up next, another sprinter for Safari Rally, Gus Prinsmith and Jonas Andersson from Sweden and Great Britain, also competing in the WRC 2 category in the Skoda Fabia RS. Julian?
Gus, the President approves of your machine. First time out this year in WRC2. What are we expecting now you've done the wrecking?
Yeah, it looks rough for sure. I think the weather's going to play the biggest part this week. I think we know what we need to do, but yeah, for sure when the rain comes, the actual idea and the plan goes out the window.
What would you prefer? A nice, calm, quiet rally, or a bit of drama to mix it up?
No, we want the rain. We want the rain.
Can you organise the rain?
Yes, we have organised the rain.
Okay, Gus, good luck. Have fun.
off they go. Gus Greensmith and Jonas Andersson, Skoda Fabia RS, heavily competing in the WRC2 category. Gus Greensmith, not a stranger to the Safari Rally. Good to have him back here. Now we move on to the next car. All right, next car coming up, car number 19.
This noise here, this siren, is to signify it's in EV mode. That's
Yes.
why we have that noise.
I thought it was a horn.
You thought someone had stolen it?
Yeah. Mr. Jordan Sadaridis and Frederic Miklo. Jordan Sadaridis is not a stranger to Kenya. He was last year in Kenya in the East Africa Safari Classic, where he competed in one of the oldest motorsports events here in Kenya. And he's back now into a little more fast-paced event. Jordan, welcome back to Kenya. A round of applause for you.
Jordan, last season when you did Greece, you said that was your last rally at the top level. All of Africa has brought you back in Rally 1, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, I love so much Africa. I say, maybe it's the best to finish the career here. So, voilà.
What are you hoping for this weekend?
The fun, maximum fun. Finish the rally and maybe a top 10.
How difficult is it out there?
If it's raining, it will be one of the most difficult rally of the season.
But exciting.
Of course, it's exciting.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
With the next car, that was Jordan Sadaridis leaving for his adventure, navigated by Frederic Miclot in the M Sport Ford World Rally team in the Rally 1 category. And up next is Gregoire Monster. Julien Gregoire was here again also last year, sitting together with Jordan Sadaridis in the classic rally. So good to have them back. Two different types of rallies. The other one was much more slower. This one is 3 day. The other one was 10 days. So a little bit of experience, definitely, that they're using for this event.
Yeah, and Gregoire did WRC2 last year, was actually leading the category at one point in a battle. And this is another driver who sampled the Masai Mara when we took some of the WRC drivers on a safari experience. They went on game drives, they saw lions, elephants, hyenas, then they went in a hot air balloon, and they actually saw 2 black rhinos, which is pretty rare. So they've sampled a lot of it already coming up.
All right, once again, Rally 1, driver Gregoire Monster and Luis Luca in the Ford Puma Rally 1 hybrid. And Julian, you mentioned something about the electric aspect of that alarm going off, and we'll get more on that. Gregoire Monster having a quick chat with Safari Rally fan number 1, that is His Excellency.
Right, I'll slide in here. Slide could be a very good word this weekend, I think. How demanding do you think it's going to be out there?
I think it's going to be a really good event. It always is, actually. It's so demanding for the cars, even for the drivers, but this edition will make like even more. So we don't know exactly what to expect, but even more, even better. Worse in terms of condition, better in terms of fun, if we keep it on the road.
We were on the safari with you, and we had a lot of rain on there. You've got some idea of how slippy these roads get now, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. We had the rain on the first day of Ricky, on the second one in the afternoon as well, and when it rains, it pours. So it's really a tricky one, but we're ready for it.
Good luck. Good luck.
All right, well done, Gregoire Monster, Rally 1, that's the category they are taking in. But then again, when you put them all together, it is a safari rally. No matter what class you're competing in, you will be receiving the same challenges that every car is having. Now, Julian, this year the snorkel was the talk of the safari rally pre-event. It's going to make a difference?
Yeah, well, it depends on the rain and listening to what drives the teams. Toyota have got what looks like a submarine on the top of their roof. They've got a massive snorkel, which has caught the attention of everybody else. M Sport Ford's coming up the right-hand side of the car. Keep eyes on the right if they use it.
It's unbelievable standing next to these machines here. And on the podium right now, the one and only man himself defending it, Kalle Rovanperä, navigated by John Haltinen. Finished second last year, and definitely a very big honor to have him back in Kenya. Hopefully looking to do a podium once again with Toyota. And I'll let Julian have a chat with him.
Excitement ahead of every rally, but Safari Rally Kenya, is there just that little bit more excitement, that bit more buzz?
Yeah, of course, it's a different one. You don't really know what's going to happen. It's really difficult to predict anything, so for sure it's more exciting like anything else. So it's not easy rally to start with.
You've had a demanding recce. What are you expecting out on the stages?
Quite rough condition this year, maybe even more rough than last year. So definitely gonna be tough for the cars and the tires, also for the drivers. So I think we really need to try to survive well without issues, and that will be the key, hopefully, to a good result.
Thank you very much and good luck.
Congratulations for being back here in Kenya. Kalle Rovanperä. Right now, of course, one of the R1 cars to be looking at for this round of the 2024 WRC Championship was a topsy-turvy rally for him in the last round in Sweden, besides just coming from the snow. 2-1, and off they go. Don't worry if you can't hear the engine, it is active. I'm telling you, the technology of today is on another level. Julian, many are asking, where is the engine? Or is it just like the Flintstones car?
Well, the Rally 1 cars, they
Up
have
next,
hybrid capability, so
Taka-san himself.
they use it.
Taka-san himself. Can I get a big round of applause for this man who is called Mr. Safari Rally? Takamoto Katsuta, navigated by Aaron Johnston, finishing 4th last year. And from the Toyota Gazoo Racing team in their Toyota GR Yaris Rally 1 Hybrid. Julian?
Thank you very much, Taka. Lots of people out here watching and everything like that. There's a lot of drama potentially to come this weekend, but it's a rally that you just love. A couple of podiums. What's the targets?
Yeah, of course, I try to be on the podium again, but going to be big challenge for everybody, and it cannot be like optimistic. I mean, will be big challenge anyway, so I need to be patient, and through the other stages, they will be good.
Everyone's saying about it being demanding and a challenge, but it's something that we all love, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice to have this kind of very demanding rally. I mean, it's very tough for the drivers, co-drivers, of course, for the cars. So it's definitely need to be in the calendar, like this kind of rally.
He wants to be in the calendar again. You want 5 days as well.
Yeah, right? That will be good. Will be good.
Very good. Yes, he has a special crash helmet. Have we got time, Aaron?
Do we have it? No, we do not have. But yes, he has a very special helmet created specifically for the 2024 Safari Rally. And it's glad to have Taka-san with us here. Definitely looking forward to see his run with his new acronym, Mr. Safari Rally. Welcome to Kenya. Well done. We still move on, and also to thank His Excellency the President once again for being with us here today. We still have more cars for you to flag off. And on the stage now we have the very colorful Hyundai Shell Mobis World Rally team. Put your hands together for last round champion. That is Esa Kapalabi, navigated by Yane Pham, finishing 12th in last year's event. And it's good to have him back in the Safari Rally in the Hyundai i20 Rally 1 Hybrid.
EP, you're just saying they've done a good job. The rally's done a good job. You're expecting a lot of things. It's an amazing atmosphere, though, isn't it, out there?
Yeah, I mean, huge amount of people, and I guess on the stage 1 will be even more. So, yeah, I think where we should be, close to the people, and they are interested. So this is where we should be.
And we need these kind of rallies on the agenda, don't we? Demanding, difficult, very different.
Yeah, exactly. We need very different. So we need a lot of variation in the championship. So this is definitely one of them which we need to keep in the calendar.
Okay, good luck.
The man himself, the Esa Kalapi, navigated by Yane Pham in the Hyundai R1. Looks like he's turbulent run in the WRC is coming to a straight. He's done well this season so far.
He's done one rally so far. He's won one rally so far. 100% hit rate.
I can tell you. And it's not as easy as it looks.
He's the benchmark.
All right. He's a brave driver, a happy-go-lucky driver, very good spirits, and it's good to have him back here in Safari Rally. And I can see they're all set and ready. Remember, they're all heading out to Kasarani, and the flag off is on. There they go. And we have another man who will be keeping an eye. We have one more car. Maina, one more car. Maina. All right, we move on to the next flag off. And this is a man who's also made several attempts right here in the Safari Rally. None other than Ot Tanak, navigated by Martin Yavehoya in their R1 Hyundai i20 Rally 1 Hybrid. And Julian, let's look and see how this season will be for Ot, finishing
we'll get
sixth
a quick
last
word
year.
with him. Yeah, you're saying about his season, even you've said it. It's been a bit of a demanding and tough start for you, but a reset in Kenya, one of the best rallies of the season. Anything can happen here, can't it?
Yeah, hard to say how it's going to be. Obviously, it's always a bit difficult to really expect anything from here. So, it will be all open for sure.
What are the conditions like out there, and what are you expecting condition-wise?
I mean, currently it's all nice and sunny and dry. So, but we know it's going to change quickly here.
Okay, thank you very much. Right, Tanak, Martin Yavioa.
If you could just be on this side so that you could guide them round. So on the ramp right now, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oitanak with his navigator Martin Yavehoya in their Hyundai i20 Hyundai Shell Mobis World Rally Team car. We now move on to the next flag off part of the program with the FIA Vice President for Sport Africa, Rodrigo Roca, to flag off the next few cars. Rodrigo, welcome back. Good to have you here. And on the ramp, Adrian Fomo with Alexandria Correa in their M Sport Ford Rally Team Ford Puma Rally 1, currently standing third in the World Rally Championships with the 29 points. Definitely a good start for him this season. Julian?
Yeah, Adrian, obviously 6 weeks ago you scored your first ever podium. You're back in Kenya where you scored your first ever stage win at this level. Brings back happy memories?
Yeah, it was a really nice memory. It was in 21 in the Maliwa stage, so I had some good memories in this rally. I really like the event, so I want to enjoy it.
And you're getting some insights from the recce. It's going to be tough, and you said particularly this stage that you were quickest in is quite demanding on Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday the stages are really, really rough. It wasn't full of mud, but it was really rough, like big rocky places. But I think the big day will be Saturday with the thunderstorm. So we'll see. We have seen during the wiki it was really, really tricky when it was the heavy rain. So first to see the road, but also to drive the car. So sometimes we're a bit like passengers. So we'll see.
What kind of strategy will see you on the podium this weekend?
Drive smart.
That's good enough for me. See you later.
Adrian, for more congratulations and good luck as you get on to the 2024 adventure. The countdown to be going on shortly. And I can see a big smile on the Kenya Airways Group MD and CEO, Alan Kilavuka, because the car in front of us right now is well branded by Kenya Airways. And it just goes to show you the partnerships and the friendships that make this event. So well done to Kenya Airways, and good to have you here, Mr. Alan Kilavuka, Group MD and CEO of Kenya Airways, who is also with us here at the ramp. Up next, we have car number 33, and that is Elfin Evans and Scott Martin, finishing third last year in the Toyota. They've got the Toyota GR Yaris R1, looking all set and good to go. Julian?
Yeah, Elvin obviously been on podium here a couple of times. You've actually been here not far off a week as well now, sampling the whole of the Safari Rally Kenya experience. But what are the targets? What are the goals this weekend?
The goals are always the same, but going about them is a bit different here in Safari. Of course, we always want to try and win and do as well as possible, but of course here you need to try and use your judgment, you know, to get through the rally without issues, and that's sometimes difficult to do and combine it with speed.
We've seen some very, very changeable conditions in the recce. What are you expecting weather-wise? Adrian Formosa just told us about Saturday, big thunderstorms. Do I need my raincoat?
Who knows? Who knows? There's a very good possibility we're going to see something at some point during the weekend, I would say. But yeah, we're going to have to just deal with that when it comes. But we know when it does come that it won't be easy.
With the size of your snorkel, you're fine up to about 2 or 3 foot.
Let's see about that.
Okay, good luck, Elvin Scott.
All right, remember this is the one-of-a-kind adventure, the greatest rally in the world, one of the most anticipated rounds of the WRC season, and we are celebrating the return of the Safari Rally to its regular calendar, that is the Easter. Off they go, countdown complete, and that is car number 33, Elfyn Evans and Scott Martin, finishing third last year, and up next, the man who started off fantastically this season, Thierry Neuville, with the Hyundai Shell Mobis World Rally Team, navigated by Martin Weideger. Martin, good to see you. Welcome back to Kenya. Julian?
Yeah, just looking, Thierry, obviously I noticed we're all talking about the weather, the special cars for Kenya. The Hyundais have not got a snorkel on. Everyone else has. What do you know about that weather that we don't?
I know that today it's not raining, so I mean there's one stage straightforward. There will be not huge standing water, maybe a few puddles, but that's it.
You were with us earlier on in the weekend, sampling the Masai Mara. What have you made of the whole experience? Now you've seen a different part of it to the rally.
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to discover new countries, new cultures, and to discover the wildlife over here. But now we are focused on our race and try to make the best out of it.
How tough will it be this weekend?
Yeah, it's hard to predict. I mean, we know already that the rally generally is very, very tough, very rough. And it didn't succeed us very well, but this year the weather also can be quite tricky, especially in the afternoon. So, yeah, we're going to find out.
Okay, good luck to Thierry Neuville and Martin Weideger.
And Julian, that win for him at the beginning of the season must have really pushed him in terms of confidence. Coming to Safari Rally, it's a whole kettle of fish, isn't it?
Yeah, and with the conditions the way they are, he's first on the road, but that's normally a bigger handicap on gravel rallies. But here, it's not such much of a handicap because it's not that big loose gravel that we get on some rallies like Portugal, Sardinia. It's more this clay-based stuff. But when it gets wet, you locals call it black cotton. Is this what it's called?
Black cotton. We've got the fresh when it's dry and hot, light, very soft dust. Then again, these are the elements that the driver have to deal with. Up on the ramp, car number 20, Oliver Solberg, navigated by Elliot Edmondson, finished 9th last year, driving the Skoda Fabia RS from Top Sport in the WRC2 category. We'll be seeing this young man. He is not a stranger to this sport. For those who got their history well, maybe Julian can tell us a little bit about Peter Solberg, the dad to Oliver. Let's have a listen to Julian.
Yeah, Oliver, obviously your dad's been here before. You've been here before as well now. What is it like? What is so special about this event?
I mean, you know, the reason why we come back here every year is just, you know, the adventure and the cool, you know, story you can tell when you get home after you've been here. You know, it's just an incredible place to be and drive a rally car. You know, it's something we never experience otherwise in the championship. So it's just an incredible place to be.
How tough this weekend's going to be? You've done the recce. What can you give me on an insight?
For sure, it's looking tricky, you know, but some parts looks quite nice, to be honest, and some parts, of course, looks a bit rougher than other years. But it's a much longer rally this year as well, so it's going to be a big challenge. But we are ready and we're looking forward to it, so it's going to be cool.
Yesterday evening, you were at the launching of a rally school in Kenya. How important is that kind of activity as well?
Oh, it was great fun to be there, to be honest. It's such a great initiative that they've done to start this program and to have like a motorsport program for young kids to have a chance and to come up from Kenya and to be hopefully, you know, in a World Rally Championship in the future maybe or something like that. So I think it's a great initiative, and it was fantastic to be there to see it and meet all the passionate kids and try to inspire a little bit, to be honest, and also, yeah, talking with them and sharing passion.
Okay, Elliot's watching. We'll let you get away.
All right, thank you so much, Oliver Solberg and Edmondson in the car number 20, and that is the Skoda Fabia RS in the R2 category, or if you like, the R2. Thank you very much, Valerio. Thank you so much. We now go to the next guest from Kenya Airways, MD and CEO Alan Kilapuga. Asante sana for joining us.
Yeah, Kaitan, Richard, on the ramp now, car 23, it's their first rally of this season as well in WRC 2. Maciek just checking his time. Kaito obviously must bring back happy memories coming here, winners of WRC 2 last year. How different is it at this time of the year now?
It's always different rally, even in the same stage. Year by year looks completely different. On the straight road you can finish the rally. The stages are, we spoke a couple of minutes ago, it's unpredictable completely. You never know, you need to be focused, so it's completely new rally.
But you're looking forward to it. You got a smile on your face when you're talking about it though.
Yes, of course, because I love sitting in this car. I love fighting. I love fight. I love this atmosphere. I love rallies. But this is a very difficult rally in front of us. We need to try balance. We need to try find a compromise.
Okay, the smartest way might be the best way.
All right, thank you so much, Julian. Always having this conversation. Definitely very important. Being flagged off by the MD and CEO of Kenya Airways, Mr. Alan Kilapuga, and we are going to definitely be looking forward to see the car 23, and that is Kajetanovic and Maciej Zepaniak, all the way from Poland in their Skoda Fabia RS in the Rally 2 category.
Charles Munster, obviously we've seen a Munster already, yes, brothers, up here, but obviously on this car you might notice when it drives out, we have a local, real local flavour to this car, Charles. Safari Rally Kenya, your first time here, and you have gone local. Just tell me a bit about the inspiration of this car.
To be honest, we are here except just from the guys that help us in the local people. We try to manage to have some support, and here are all on the car. You can see it's nearly just locals. They help us from hotel to water, service, everything, and without them we will not be there, so thanks to them.
Your first experience at World Championship level, what have you made of the whole extravaganza so far?
It's for the first one, it's quite an experience. Ricky were tough. With the rain even more. We are expecting some rain also, so it will be even more rough, but I think we will enjoy it and we will have a lot of fun.
Okay, enjoy yourself. Good luck this weekend.
All right, thank you very much, Julian. This is Charles Munster, navigated by Leg Dumont. The countdown any moment now. Remember, we are now using rally time. They will be on transport all the way to Kasarani. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Car number 25, Charles Munster and Lloyd Dumont in the WRC 2 category. And I'll be asking KCB Group CEO Paul Russo to stand by. Rosalind, how are you? Good to see you. KCB Director Marketing and Communications. And I can see Bwana Russo amekuja amesema hata kwa nyuma. It's good to have both of you here, but Rosalind will be taking up the flag in a short while. I can also see Toyota by CFO MD Arvinda Reel. Good to see you always on the podium. I know which guy is in front. Good to have you here.
Just going to grab a quick word with Diego.
Oh yes, Julian, over to you, sorry.
Diego, I've seen you many times in a Ford Fiesta Rally 3. This is new. This is the first time experience in WRC2. What's it been like so far, and what are your expectations?
Well, first of all, hi to everyone, and yes, this is our first time in a Rally 2 in the WRC, so yeah, for sure it's going to be very different than the Fiesta Rally 3 we've been driving previously, and yeah, for sure it's going to be easier for the car to get through, but definitely not easy at the same time.
Looking forward to it though. You won here your category last year, so you have experience.
I do have a vague idea of what to do, but it's very unpredictable with this rally. You know, you never know what to expect, and this year with the rain, it's even more unexpected or unpredictable than last year. So it's gonna be very difficult.
Okay, good luck. First stage coming up.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kilavukat. Nashukuru sana. Now we'd like to welcome KCB CEO, Group CEO, that is Paul Russo, a man who's also very passionate about rallying in Kenya. I'm waiting for him to one day just enter a CEO's Safari Rally. He'll invite the rest of the CEOs. He's also accompanied by Rosalind, who is the Director, Marketing and Communications at KCB Group. Good to have you here. And on the podium right now, we have Daniel Trist and Camille Heller in their Skoda Fabia.
I love the paint scheme on this car. Well, it's a wrap. We don't do paint schemes anymore.
It looks amazing, isn't it, Julian?
It does look amazing. Daniel, you can't stay away from Safari Rally, can you? You love it every time you come here. Just tell me what we're in for this week.
I couldn't wait. I'm really happy to be here again, and with these new conditions, I think there will be new conditions, and we'll really look forward for the 3 days, hopefully with no problems and straight to the finish.
I did ask you about it yesterday, but for the people who are here, just tell me what inspired this livery.
We had to do something which is close to the country, close to the nature. So we thought about something like this, and I hope we love it. So I hope everybody also does.
Brilliant. Okay, get yourself ready. Stage 1 is coming up.
Yes, thank you so much, Julian. Daniel Trist and Camille Heller in their Skoda Fabia RS. Also competing in the Rally 2. Remember, we've got various categories. Na nikitaka pia kuwakaribisha nyote ambao umeungana nasi. Huu ndio mchuano wa magari wa 71 tukianza mwaka wa 1953. Hii ni Safari Rally. Nawashukuru sana kwa kuitikia mwaliko wetu. Tayari tumesha zikaribisha gari 18. Na tunashukuru sana kwa wale wote wameungana nasi hapa siku leo. Don't go away, we still have a lot of more cars to be flagged off, including the Kenya National Rally Championship drivers. We've got a total of 9 Kenya National Rally Championship cars that are happening, and off they go. Daniel Twist and Camille Heller. How are you? Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, it's afternoon, I believe. Yes. And can I get a big round of applause for Saman Fora, the champion of our first round of the Kenya National Rally Championship in Eldoret this year. Saman, good to have you, and it's really an impressive turn of events for you. I know you've been watching rally from the sidelines, but right now, as a family, you're passionate about rallying, but now you are in the driver's seat. Winning in Eldoret last time out at the beginning of the season, was that good enough to pump you to, get a good run in the Safari?
I mean, it was just the start of the season, so nothing to get too excited about. The season is still a long way away. We're just aiming to keep building our experience, get it to the end, and at the end of the year, hopefully win the Kenya National Championship.
You're joining a big league of Kenyan top rally drivers. You're making a name for yourself. How is that going, and what's your plan moving forward with the season?
I think bigger than for myself, I think this name is for my father. I do this sport for him, and I'd like to keep his legacy alive, and I'll try and do it to the best of my ability. This is for him.
And you're sitting with a very experienced navigator, Alfir Khan, hiding behind those sunglasses. Alfir, does he listen to you? He is, and that's why he's performing so well. Well done, guys, and congratulations. Wishing you all the best and good luck. Alfir Khan navigating Saman Fora, the champion of the first round of the Kenya National Championship that was held in Eldoret this year. He is actually being flagged off from car number 29. It's a Skoda Fabia Evo, finishing, or rather starting from position 19. All right, asante sana, Nika Munyo, asante sana. Welcome to the flag off from Safaricom. Asante sana. All right, we have the next car. And the next car, of course, big flag off car number 30. And that is Akif Virani and Zahir Shah. No strangers to the top level rallying in Kenya. And now we have Nika Moyo, who is the representative of Safaricom, who are heavily involved with the Safari Rally. And I'm told they've got a couple of technological initiatives that have been installed in some of these cars that will help in the advancement and the development of the sport. Now, if I can ask, you might have to step out of the car, or you don't want to step out of the car. Let your fans see you, Akif. Please put your hands together for our next driver on the stage, Akif Virani, Zahir Shah. Akif, no stranger to Kenyan motorsport scene and of course Safari Rally, and also a former motorsport personality of the year. You're coming here with very big accolades. How is this one for you and how are you looking forward to it?
This one's a bit tricky, a lot of competition, and let's see how it goes, yeah.
You've had an amazing run so far in your rallying career. Where do you place this year's Safari Rally? You've done the Recce. I mean, it's always an unpredictable event. With the Recce, what are you seeing ahead of you?
I think Sleeping Warrior, yeah, that's the challenge. That everything else seems okay, but just Sleeping Warrior.
Fantastic. Wishing you all the best. Akif Virani, all the best to you and the team. Together with Zahir Shah, they've been sitting together for a while in their Skoda Fabia. Remember that Akif has been a multiple champion in several classes, but now getting off to the next part of the program, to Kasarani, and off they go. Akif Virani and Zahir Shah. Julian?
Yeah, it's great to see support from the local drivers in the World Rally Championship. It's something that's unique with rallying. It's as a complete privateer, amateur driver, whatever you want to call yourself, that you can enter a world-class event and compete with world champions, which you can't do in, I don't think, really any other sport. There probably is some, but I can't think of any. As we wait for our next car to come up onto the ramp, and we'll...
The next car coming up the ramp, of course, the next spotter, car number 31, Miguel Diaboites and Diego San Juan.
Yeah, let's just get a quick word with Miguel. Second time here. We're going to stand you this way so we can see. Hi, Miguel. How are you doing? You ready?
Very well, thank you. Yeah, well, as ready as can be.
Well, you've been here before, but what is it the challenge like, particularly in the cars further down the order after those big Rally 1 cars have come? How demanding is it?
Well, I believe, in my opinion, I don't have much experience, only 1 year, but I believe there's less difference than on other events, because one of the DNA of this rally is that the roads are really tough. So no matter how much they destroy it, they hardly can get any tougher. So in my opinion, it's the event in which it's more the surface is more regular as cars pass by. My opinion, which is probably wrong.
Well, you're here, you're going to enjoy yourself. Get yourself strapped in. Stage 1 coming up.
Again, excuse me?
Stage 1 is coming up. Lots of people.
Yes, it was beautiful last year. This looked fantastic today. So I hope it will be the same when we arrive there. And I would like to thank everybody here involved, from government, department of whatever, the people that cleans the toilets. Everyone is important. Thank you to all of them, because they allow us to be here playing.
Yes, congratulations on that. Well done. And get yourself ready for stage 1.
All right, may I ask our Vindariel to stand by for the next car? Thank you very much, Nick, after flagging off this car. Our Vindariel, the MD CFAO Motors, they've kindly donated some 2 pieces of machines that are being used in this event for official purposes. And on the podium right now, we have car number 32, and that is Georgios Vasilakis and Thomas Kroszik. Julian?
Georgios, a big smile as always. You absolutely love all of your rallying. Come back to Kenya again. It's special, isn't it?
It's Kenya is almost special. The people, the warmth you feel, the people, the country is beautiful. It's an adventure.
It is an adventure, and it's a very, very challenging adventure. Those stages, you've been out and done the recce. Just give me a little insight of what we're in store for.
I was looking at the countryside and the animals and the people more than looking at the stages. So it's a beautiful country. You cannot avoid the scenery and all that. I mean, before Sleeping Warrior, you start the recce and you see the mountain. You just pause. It's with awe. It's amazing.
Good luck, Tom. I think you're going to need it. He hasn't listened to anything you've told him so far. Georgios, go and enjoy it and listen to him. It is true. I spend my whole time looking out the side window when I'm driving around. I don't want to drive on this rally. I want to be driven so I can look at the landscapes. Go! Go! Gotta go! On your way! Ford Fiesta Rally 2 from M Sport World Rally Team. And they're on their way. Now we get into our local contingents and our African drivers, which is Hamza. We've seen him before in the WRC 3 in the junior WRC last year. And Eddie's going to take over.
Hamza is a young man who has proved that he's definitely got a future in this sport. Hamza, you've rallied at the highest level globally in the junior WRC. You've kept the fire blazing, and it seems nothing is going to stop you. What's your going power?
God is my going power, my country, the support I have from Mr. President and Ababu and the promoter and from everyone. Thank you very much. This has been a inspiring and a beautiful journey, and it's only begun.
And it looks like Safaricom also loves you so much. Like corporates that are looking to embrace people who've got some value and they're putting in their best effort in performing in the world of sports.
Definitely. Thank you to Safaricom, the best network out there, and Kenya Airways, the pride of Africa.
How tough was the recce, and are you seeing a potential for a podium? I know it's good to dream, but some dreams are valid.
It's a new car, so we're looking forward to just getting it to the end for now. But you know me, I'm going to try my best, and we'll try and see what we can do.
Wishing you all the best. Hamza Anwar together with Yassin Nasser in their Ford Fiesta MK2 has totally attracted some of the big names to support him. Safaricom, Kenya Airways, all lined up to support this young man. Aha! Tupige kelele tafadhali ya Hamza. Kelele ya Hamza iko wapi? Hamza, all the best and good luck to you and the team. Well done. Together with you, navigator Adnan Dean. We've got Yassin Nasser coming up. These are our neighbors. Across the pond from Uganda, and these are also the Uganda and Tanzanian champion. Yassin, congratulations. Good to see you back in another Safari Rally. It's a passionate sport for you. But of course, being the defending champion in other 2 championships, what is the pushing factor for you coming to the Safari Rally?
Yes, we tried to do that, but unfortunately we couldn't make it to the recognized categories. But we're going to have fun. We are also trying to do the KNRC this time, so I think it will be part of the championship for us.
A lot of your fans will be excited to hear that you're coming into the KNRC championship.
Yes,
we already have a lot of Ugandans and Tanzanians in the stages. So yes, Kenyans now, the Ugandans and Tanzanians are on your soil. Be ready for them.
Asante sana. It's very true. Ugandan fans come in droves, and I hear several buses left Uganda and they are now in Kenya to support Bwana Yasin Nasser together with Ali Katumba, who are in their Ford Fiesta. Do we have any Ugandan fans here? I can guarantee all of them are in Kasarani, but definitely they are lined up with their big flags and their very cheering, powerful songs to support their very own Yasin Nasser and Ali Katumba. Up next, we've got the KCB sponsored Nikhil Sachania. Can I get a big round of applause for Nikhil Sachania? Together with Deep Patel. They are also sponsored by KCB. And as I mentioned to you, KCB have a very soft spot for the rallying event. Julian?
Yes, we have right-hand drive here. So we'll get ourselves in. Just having a bit of a look around. Nikki, can you just give me a little of an insight of what's going on this weekend and what you're up to?
Yeah, I mean, we're heading to Kasarani now. Looking forward to it. I hear there's a bit of rain, so it'll be fun, obviously, with a few water splashes. Yeah, then we head to Naivasha. We look forward to the weekend coming. It's going to be a long weekend. We know how unpredictable the weather is, but rain or shine, I think we're going out there to have fun.
That's the main thing. Enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, very good, Julian. This is a man who has defied all odds. And Julian, there are very few drivers like Nikhil Sachania in the wild rallying sport, but the ones we have are passionate about it. But goes to show you, nothing should stop you to pursue your passion in sport.
That's exactly it. And again, that's something that you wouldn't think with somebody who is like in a wheelchair that can go and do world-class sport, and they can. And particularly with cars, it's kind of like a thing that you wouldn't think they were achievable, but it is achievable, and that's a great thing.
Exactly. Nikhil Sachania has defied all odds to prove that it's possible to take part in any sport you like. We're going to demand you one like rallying. 3, 2, 1, off they go. Nikhil Sachania and Deep Patel in their bright KCB colors that is also sponsoring Karan Patel. And now we have the Comfort Homes sponsored Mr. Rathod and Gordon Noble in the Mitsubishi National Air Hotel. And they will be started off by our people of the airport owner, Asante Sana. Just have a big word in there.
Someone has to represent Kenya, and someone has to take it from us. So maybe I'm the old blood, and this new blood has to come over. So someone has to be the tail, and someone has to be ahead.
And what do you tell your fans out there?
Hey guys, watch for me, cheer me up, need your support.
Watch for him, cheer him up as he comes to Naivasha. Well done, Vinesh. And that is Vinesh Rathod together with Gordon Noble in their Mitsubishi Lancer Hotel. And of course, sponsored by Comfort Homes, your value-added plots for sale. Ongelesha watu wa Comfort Homes. Now we go on to the KWS. Can we have Michael Nicholson and Gladys Koskei to stand by to flag off the next cars? I can see you there, Michael. Good to see you. And right with Michael, a lot of history with you with Safari in Kenya. And Claude, of course, you are not only just passionate about our wildlife, but running runs deep in your family. So I'll ask you to take the flag. Michael Nicholson. to flag off this next car and also to be supported by KWS, we have the Wildlife Research Training Institute Board Chair, Dr. David Kendianye. Good to see you back on the podium. I know we've been with you several safari rallies, and it's always good to see the passion and the partnership that the KWS and the Wildlife Research Training Institute has given to the sport. For those who do not know, the service park is at the KWS grounds, or if you like, the Wildlife Research Training Institute. And right now, on the podium, being flagged off is Andrew Mwerore and Edward Njoroge. Tafadhali tupatie makofi ya hawa vijana, sponsored by Betika, who are also sponsoring our lead, who was flagged off this morning, and that is, rather this afternoon, that is Carl Tundo. So Andrew Mwerore and Edward Njoroge in the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 10 to be flagged off at this moment. Stand by for the next couple of cars. And just to remind you, we have the Kenya National Rally Championship also to be flagged off this afternoon. We also have our own national championship counting points from the WRC Safari Rally, so stand by for that. Three, two, one, off they go. Asante sana. Woo! Hiyo engine iko na miss kidogo, si ndio? All right, Julian.
You can hear
And
me
now we have, sorry, Julian, now we have KWS representative Michael Mickelson. For those who've got their history right in rallying in Kenya, his granddad was Bill Frinchy, who won the Safari Rally back in 1959 and 1960. So right in front of you is a man who's passionate about the wildlife and also rallying. All right, I think he's just practicing the flagging off. You'll wait for the countdown. Julian, over to you.
Yeah, that's it. Car number 40, as you say, Riccardo, an Italian driver coming over to do the rally. Everyone just loves the adventure of it. And when we look at the colours, a lot of green, a lot of bright colours like out in the bush and things like that. But Mitsubishi Evo 10s, quite a lot harder car, heavier car than what we have been seeing in the past through the cars through so far. We started with Rally 1, then Rally 2, we've had a Rally 3. Now what these cars are what we'd call a Group N car. And he's starting to rev up to get ready to be flagged away. And out towards stage number 1. Kasarani, the super special stage there. This is the last car of the international field. We then have the national rally that will come through, which Eddie is going to talk you through. Just waiting for the flag to go up.
Yes, this car's next, Julian, will be having 1 minute interval, so it'll go a little bit quicker. It'll be a little bit quicker, and that's the National Rally Championship. 3, 2, 1. Remember, we have the Talanta Hela Ladies Rally team, so please stand by for that. Now we go to the KNRC. Isa Amwari. Kelele Isa Amwari Kwapi. We are now into the Kenya National Rally Championship. Isa Amwari and the man who's decided to cross the border, Nsubuga Musa, in the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 6. They'll be flagged off by our representative from KWS. All right, just remind you once again, this is now the next category. This is where our own drivers are starting their adventure, and that is the Kenya National Rally Championship. We've got 8 entrants in that category, and I can see our KWS representative practicing her flagging off skills just before the countdown, so that is just perfect and right. KWS, once again, has been very kind to host us at the Wildlife Research and Training Institute. They have given a very big parcel of land where we've built the service park, which is the best in the World Rally Championship season so far, which is where the nerve center of the WRC Safari Rally is located. And I'd like to say a big thank you to all our marshals, all our officials. You have a very long few days coming up ahead of you. But thank you so much for the amazing work you're doing. Our countdown chairman, looking very happy, timing all good with rally time there. Mr. Raju, nashukuru sana, together with your team. So we have 1 minute intervals between the next 8 cars, or rather 2 minutes. And that's just part and parcel. There they go. 2, 1, and off they go. Isa Amwari and Nsubuga Musa. Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 10. And up on the stage, we have the Subaru Impreza being driven by Josiah Karaoke and John Gugi. Remember, we have the ladies team, and they will be officially flagged off by our Safari Rally fan, I think number 2, right after the president. That is our CS. Yes, Safari Rally fan number 2. Right after the president, that is Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sport, CS Ababu Namwamba. He will be flagging off the Talanta Hela ladies rally team. So all the ladies, I will need you to cheer the lady teams that are coming through. Tafadhali. Sindio? Tumeelewana? Ndio. And off they go. Josiah Karaoke and John Gugi in their Subaru Impreza starting their adventure. Now the first ladies team on the track. Can I get a big cheer for Tinashe Gatimu and Caroline Gatimu? To make it even better, this is a mother-daughter team. That is Tinashe Gatimu and Caroline Gatimu. They are part of the Talanta Hela ladies rally team, proudly sponsored and supported by the national government and the Ministry of Youth. We'd like to have a talk with, is that Tinashe? No, that's Caro. Where's Tinashe? Tinashe is on the other side. I don't know if my microphone can. And there they are, Caro and Tinashe, the mother-daughter rally team from the Talanta Hela ladies rally team. What a historic moment we have here. Caro, as our CS is bidding you good luck. Caro, before we get kwa gari, is Tinashe listening to you?
She has to listen. And she's listening, she's taking instructions as always, but we are working as a team.
You know, this is going to the history books. I mean, this is a safari rally, and we are proud of the ladies taking part and being brave enough to take part in the safari rally. How's this journey been for you? You are an experienced hand in safari rally, but for her, she's just, you know, wrapping her hands around this amazing sport.
It's an awesome experience to, you know, race again in the WRC, and I'm very proud of her in the sense that this is her second WRC, and she's doing very well, and she actually likes the mud, so let's see how it goes out there.
Good luck, Caro and Tinashe. All the best to the ladies team, the mother and daughter team, as they go to tackle the adventure that is the WRC Safari Rally. Msichoke tafadhali, ningeomba tafadhali mpatie vigelegele zote. 3, 2, 1, and off they go. Tinashe Gatimu and Caroline Gatimu in their Subaru Impreza. And up next, can I get another big round of applause for the next set of ladies? Jennifer Malik and Margaret, or rather, Koi Mungai in the Subaru Impreza. Koi, please step out of the car. CS would like to have a chat with you and also wish you good luck. Jennifer, good to see you back in the driver's seat. And Koi, good to see you back in the navigator's seat. Koi, this is, do that photo first. You know, lazima tuweke pictures za Facebook. Lazima kwanza. So once again, we have another ladies team, which is Jennifer Malik and Koi Mungai. Koi, before you run away as a navigator, you've been at this for a while now. And of course, Jennifer, this is a combination that we've been waiting for in the ladies team. Wishing you all the best. Koi, wishing you all the best. What are you looking forward to this year's event? This is not a new playground for you. What are you expecting?
Just want to have fun.
Hautaki podium?
Of course, but fun leads to podium.
That's the spirit. All the best. And of course, you've got good wishes from CS. Have a good one. Please, once again, put your hands together for the team of Jennifer Malik and Koi Mungai. Na msichoke, wako wengi, the ladies team, so definitely something to celebrate. And they're being flagged off by our very able CS Ababu Namwamba, who's been with us from the beginning. And then 4, 3, 2, 1, and off they go. Remember, the drivers are all heading to Kasarani, where we will have the first special spectator stage. Next car up on the podium, no strangers to the event, Edward Maina and Anthony Keshohi. Tafadhali tokeni kwa gari tuwaone. Well done, guys. Sijui tuwaite wazee wa kazi ama vijana wa kazi. Wazee vijana. Good to see you guys, and definitely wishing you all the best. I mean, this is not your first or maybe last foray in Safari. Safari holds a very special place in your heart, and I know that. This is my And of course, different experience all the time. And this year, it looks like we're another different all ball game.
Yeah, this year looks like it will be crazy. Us backmarkers are hoping it rains in the morning, then by the time we reach it has dried up. That's the advantage you can hope for.
So it's all about strategy and making sure that you keep the car and stay cool and calm, because you can get excited and break the car. But you have a good team around you. What are you looking forward to besides just finishing the rally for yourself and your team?
Having fun. Having fun. Yes.
All right, well done, and congratulations to car number 105. That is Edward Maina and Anthony Geshohi in the Subaru Impreza, to be flagged off shortly by our very able CS, Bwana Ababu Namwamba, who's eagerly and very passionate awaiting the success of this event. He has been working together with the rest of the Secretariat, together with his team at the Ministry of Sports, and definitely the other departments that he oversees, playing their part in ensuring that we have a smooth running Safari Rally. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and off they go. Edward Maina and Anthony Geshohi. Up next we have car number 106, and that is Ishmael Azeli and John Kadivane in the Subaru Impreza. Remember, this is the Kenya National Rally Championship category. They are looking for points, the championship points. This also being the second round of the 2024 KNRC Championship season. So everybody's out looking for something special in this event. And I've got John here. Let's take that photo. There you go. And also sponsored by Betika. John, just a quick word. No stranger to Kenyan rallying, and I'm sure you are growing your roots deep into this sport. This is a Safari Rally. What kind of preparations do you need to be where you are right now? What type of level of confidence do you need?
Personally, I slept yesterday. I haven't slept actually. Just been preparing the car and all that. But I think we're ready. For our first time, we're here to have fun and just to gain experience, and we see how things go.
Right, wishing you all the best. That is a team of Ishmael Azeli and John Kadivane in a Subaru Impreza, sponsored by Betika. and they are one of the contenders of the Kenya National Rally Championship, taking part in this second round of the championship. Remember, we had the first round in Eldoret, which was won by Saman Vora, who also is taking part in this WRC Safari Rally 2024. Just a quick announcement to remind you, traffic management is going to be very strict this time round, and we've got the traffic officers who are being assisted by the National Multi-Agency of the National Police Service. Remember, no selling of alcohol along West South Lake Road, and no partying around those roads, and there will be no trouble as long as you adhere to the rules and the regulations by the National Multi-Agency of the National Police Service. And right now we have the next ladies team on the podium, Pauline Shegu and the seasoned Lynette Ayuko, part of the Talanta Hela Ladies Rally Team, being sponsored and supported by the Ministry of Sport, bringing forth the ladies' participation in a very important sport. Definitely, it's good to see the ladies here. And maybe a word or two from Lynette. Lynette, Safari Rally 2024. Would you remember the number of Safari Rallies you've taken part in?
This should be my 8th or 9th.
8th or 9th.
Yes.
And it just seems like another Safari Rally, or you always approach it from a point of not?
No, it's this is a wet rally, so we are going to see what is out there. But I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Fantastic. Lynette Ayuko navigating Pauline Chegu together in the Talanta Hela Ladies Rally Team. This is the 8th Safari Rally for Lynette Ayuko, and I believe the 2nd or the 3rd for Pauline. Pauline, how many Safari Rallies? Yours is 10th. Pauline? Since 2006. Pauline Shegu since 2006, and she's got quite that experience in Safari Rally, I must say, and having a very formidable navigator, Lynette Ayuko. Now off they go to begin their adventure, Pauline Shegu and Lynette Ayuko. Up next, another ladies team. Put your hands together for Lisa Christopherson and Michelle Chow in their Subaru Impreza. Ladies, can I hear? Oh yeah. Ladies, mnatuangusha. Can I hear a cheer from the ladies? But anyway, the men, you can also cheer the ladies. We've got Lisa Christopherson and Michelle Chow in their Subaru Impreza, also taking part in the Kenya National Rally Championship Round 2, which will also be counted in the WRC Safari Rally. So we are just about to wrap up, and I'll ask you to make your way now to Kasarani. Tunaelekea Kasarani kutoka hapa, na saa 8 na dakika 5 tunatarajia gari mbili za kwanza ziwe kwenye track ili zianze mchuano wa stage ya kwanza ambayo itakuwa Kasarani. So right after the last car, we will invite you to Kasarani. For those who are making their way, please be careful about the traffic. And I'm reminding you once again, there is a national multi-agency operation by the NPS in ensuring that the traffic management is coordinated. So once again, to remind you, the traffic officers will be very strict, and I can reiterate what our CS said, traffic and safety is #1 in ensuring that we have a successful event. So as you head to Naivasha also, I'm reminding you, follow the instructions of the traffic officers to ensure that we have an incident-free event this year once again. And we will ask you to work together with the combination of the National Multi-Agency crew from the NPS. And there they go, Lisa Christopherson and Michelle Chow. So kwa hivyo tunahimiza tafadhali, Bwana CS, asante sana. Thank you so much for your time. And on to the next and last car that we are flagging off is the car number 39, being driven by Francesco Garocci and Daniel Bottalo from Italy. Yes, if they can step out of the car, maybe take a photo with the CS. You can take a photo with Francesco. And in the navigator's seat, we have Daniele Botalo. Francesco, welcome. We will get a word with you, wishing you all the best as we go into the real adventure of the Safari Rally. Danielle, we want you for the photograph. There you go. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, tawakumbusha kutoka hapa tunaenda Kasarani ambapo tulikuwa na mchuano wa kwanza, the first stage, Triple S. Kule tunaita kwa kimombo special stage for spectators, na tutawa invite mde muwe nasi hapo Kasarani. Wishing all the best to Francesco and Danielle as they begin their adventure. All the best. They wrap up the official ceremonial start right here at the KICC. Na ningependa sana kuwashukuru kwa kuwa nasi siku ya leo. Na mkumbuke kwamba Safari Rally ni kwanza tu inaanza. Tuko na siku 4 kutoka leo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and off they go. Francesco Garoschi and Daniel Botalo. So once again, asante sana on behalf of the organizers of the Safari Rally. Tuonaneni Kasarani. Asante sana kuwa nasi hapa siku ya leo. Ningetaka kuwashukuru sponsors wote ambao wamekuwa nasi hapa siku ya leo, tukianza na KICC, Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports, Talanta Hela Initiative, KCB, Safaricom, Kenya Airways, Toyota, KWS, na wewe pia kama mwenzetu wa rally. Na ningetaka kuwashukuru sana. Tutajua nani Jumapili atakuwa mshindi wa 2024 WRC Safari Rally. Asante sana Raju. See you in Naivasha or Kasarani. See you in a short while. And that's it. Have yourselves a fantastic afternoon. Remember, we have a very big operation going on with the multi-agency from the various arms of NPS to ensure that traffic will not be a challenge here and all along the routes to Naivasha and within Naivasha. So let's keep in mind if you're joining us in Naivasha. Asante and kwaheri.
Gendi bana 5-4. Naam, asante sana Georges Waka. Ilikuwa ni hafla ya kufana ambapo madereva 28, takriban madereva 28 tayari wamekwisha anzishwa rasmi kuondoka na kuelekea katika kuanza rasmi mashindano haya ya Safari Rally mwaka 2024. Kumbuka kwamba takriban magari 28 yameweza kuanzishwa rasmi hapa katika jumba la mikutano la Kenyatta jijini Nairobi na Rais William Ruto muda mchache uliopita, kuashiria kwamba mashindano haya ya Safari Rally mwaka 2024 rasmi sasa yameng'oa nanga. Na baada ya hapa Kariuki Thige, labda madereva wanaelekea wapi sasa?
Kuanzia sasa hukumu wanaelekea katika uwanja wa Kasarani, uwanja wa kimataifa wa Kasarani, ambapo kutakuwa na ile special stage. Yatakuwa kiingia magari mawili yanafuatana mkimbizo mfululizo wa dakika kadhaa, alafu wanapimwa, yani wanaangalia madakika ambayo kila mshindani ametumia. Na hiyo inakuwa ni kwamba ni sehemu ya kwanza kati ya sehemu 19 ambazo ni za mashindano katika shindano hili. Na sasa pale kila mtu ataanza kujinoa makali, kujua kwamba wewe wavuta mkia ama waongoza kule mbele. Carl Flash Tunda ndio walianza pamoja na Karan Patel, na wengine wamefuata mwishowe. Kina dada hao tumewaona, wale wa Talanta Hela, hao ndio wanakuja kutamatisha. Lakini sasa ni kusema kwamba tukishaondoka hapa ni kwamba mbio mashindano yashaanza rasmi sasa. Sasa kwanza sasa ni mkimbizano. Sehemu ya kwanza Kasarani, ikishamaliza hapo kuanzia kesho pale Naivasha, mambo yatakuwa pale Naivasha Elementaita, watamalizie pale Hell's Gate National Park.
Naam, kumbuka kwamba kama amesema Kariuki Thige ni kwamba mashindano rasmi yanaanza katika ile super special stage Kasarani ambayo ina takriban kilomita 5.40. Kisha kesho watapambana na kilomita 100 167 ikiwa ni katika maeneo ya Loldia, Geothermal na Kidong. Kumbuka kwamba labda zile awamu za Loldia na Kidong zitaweza kukimbiliwa mara mbili. Kwa hivyo itakuwa ni mashindano ya kukata na shoka. Tunatarajia kwamba pia madereva humu nchini ambao kama alivyosema Kariuki Thige, akina Aman Vokhra, yale matarajio au imani ya Wakenya wengi ipo na wale madereva humu nchini. Kwa mfano yupo Nikhil Sachani ambaye anakwenda kwa magurudumu ya kile kiti cha magurudumu cha kusukuma, lakini ni miongoni mwa madereva ambao wana magari mazuri sana katika mashindano haya aina ya Ford Fabia Skoda. Kwa hivyo na vile vile tusisahau wale madereva labda wale 9 ambao wapo katika kile kiwango cha juu cha WRC ambao vile vile wameweza kuzinduliwa rasmi au kuanzishwa rasmi na Rais William Ruto hii leo. Kwa mfano wapo wale madereva wa Toyota Gazoo ambao wanaongozwa na Elfin Evans sawa na Kali Rovanpera ambao watakuwa wanajitosa ulingoni kuhakikisha kwamba Toyota labda itatetea taji yao au akina Oitanak wataweza kuwapiku. Kumbuka kwamba Hyundai na Ford pia wapo katika kinyang'anyiro hichi. Pia wapo wale madereva wa kiwango cha Kenya, sio Kariuki?
Kweli kuna viwango tofauti. Kuna washindani ambao wako katika kiwango cha juu vile ambavyo umesema, lakini la mwisho ni kusema kwamba sherehe ya kuanzisha mashindano haya imefana kabisa hapa katika uwanja wa KICC. Rais wetu ameongoza na akaweza kuashiria yale magari kuelekea kwenye mashindano, na tunatarajia siku 5 ama siku 4 ambazo zitakuwa siku ambazo usiondoke uangalie katika runinga ya KBC Channel 1, kwa sababu tutakuletea kila dakika, kila msongamano, kila kitu ndani ya shindano hili. Wanatarajia kwamba itakuwa kwenye makali ya mvua, lakini kwa sasa kutoka kwangu hapa Kariuki Thige na mwenzangu Collins Okumu nawarejesha kwa pale Broadcasting House tuzidi kuwapa matangazo zaidi. Asanteni sana.
Asante sana. Amekuwa ni Bernard Okumu pamoja na Kariuki Thige wakiwa katika ukumbi ule wa KICC ambako mashindano ya magari ya mwaka 2024 yameanzishwa rasmi na Rais Daktari William Samoei Ruto. Na baada tu ya shughuli ile kuweza kukamilika ya kuweza kuanzisha magari hayo rasmi, ni kwamba shughuli hiyo kwa sasa ama magari yale yamefululiza moja kwa moja mpaka katika uwanja ule wa Kasarani, na ni kwamba katika eneo lile la Kasarani magari yale yatakuwa yanakimbia kwa usambamba, magari mawili ambayo yatakuwa yanakimbia katika maeneo haya ya Kasarani, na baadaye yatakuwa yanafululiza hadi kule Naivasha na madereva watapumzika na shughuli itakuwa inaanza kesho. Kumbuka kwamba watakuwa na kilomita zikiwa ni 355.92 za kushindaniwa ambazo watakuwa na kabiliana kwenye mashindano hayo kuanzia hapo kesho. Lakini yote 9, kumbuka tu ya kwamba Karl Flash Tundo ni miongoni mwa madereva humu nchini ambao wameweza kuanzisha ama wameweza kuwa flagged off na Rais William Samoei Ruto katika shughuli hii ya hivi leo. Lakini yote 9 ni kwamba tutazidi kupiga mazungumzo hapa na madereva wa magari yetu ambao tuko nayo hapa studioni, angalau tuweze kuangalia kulikoni. Lakini yote 9 ni kwamba tu ndio shughuli namna ambavyo ilivyo.
Papa,
ni nini makoha?
Pato uko tu hapa pato. Utaenda?
Bado shughuli.
Unachua papo na mwamba. Ananingoja.
Sikiliza.
Ngoja niangalie kama
nani?
Pato yuko. Fanya haraka tuende papa.
Ngoja kwanza tumalize. Tukimaliza alafu tuende katika uwanja wa Kasarani. Tukitoka Kasarani ndio tuende Naivasha.
Hapa wewe sema tu mambo ndio tuende Naivasha. Mimi natuambia watu wameshatoka.
Nimekuambia tulia. Tukishamaliza tuende Kasa, tuende tuone, kwa sababu Kasarani shughuli inaanza saa 8 na dakika 5.
Wacha mama.
Wacha akae kwa gari.
Akuja hapa nyuma, mimi nikuja hapa mbele.
Dereva endi na yeye. Dereva
usijaribu kwenda naye. Please.
Wacha mrembo akae hapo, sawa? Wewe tulia, relax. Na kwani umena bado hujakula?
Pato si ndio tutakula na yeye. Si ndio alinituma Wacha wasiwasi.
Hii helmet kwanza nilikwambia ni ya bodaboda hii.
Sasa wacha kunichomea tafadhali.
Si ni ya boda?
Nani alisema ni ya boda?
Hebu.
Sina nitosha ndugu yangu.
Hebu vaa nione.
Ngoja uone. Kichwa ni kubwa ndiko. Kichwa ni kubwa.
Na sasa unabeba ya kazi gani kama kichwa chako ni kikubwa?
Hapo ni ng'ani. Kichwa ni kubwa. Na sasa mbona huku niambia nisipepe hadi hata wewe na mlakani kwani? Sasa unanileteanga ipukani.
Asante sana, ni mwenzangu Alphonse Makoha Makacha, na ni kwamba helmet aliyobeba haitoshi kichwa chake, lakini ndio hivyo mambo namna alivyo. Itabidi tuweze kusemezana na madereva moja baada ya mwingine, angalau tuweze kujua namna itakuwa ama mashindano haya yatakavyokuwa. Tulikuwa bado hatujakamilisha shughuli hapo, ulikuwa unatuelezea na swali moja ambalo nimekuwa nikijiuliza, pengine unaweza ukapeana ile gari lako mtu akaliendesha, ama hili ni lako peke yako?
Ni yangu peke yangu.
You don't share?
You don't share.
Na ikitokea kwamba mzazi pengine amekuomba ama ndugu yako?
Yeah, anaweza
akatumia.
Lakini mzazi ni sana. Unajua atachunga. Kijana sasa unajua akiangalia the people to know the kind of power the car has. Music sijui nini.
Iko na
camera. A lot is up can happen.
You mean music iko juu pia? Hebu tuweke ngoma tusikie. Unasikia watu husema kwamba tikana chuna sasa. Utasahau kwenda. Na pengine kitu kingine speciali katika hili gari ambacho unaweza ukatuambia pengine ni kipi? Suspension.
When we customize gari,
yes,
what we actually look for more is handling.
Yes.
As much as we care about performance, we look at the handling sana. And by handling ni venye gari the center of gravity venye gari ita perform.
Yes.
So for you to do that, we check on the braking system and the suspension. So kama saa hii gari haitumii zile shocks za kawaida. Inatumia something called coilovers.
Coilovers.
Yes, because they are adjustables. Unaweza adjust gari rudi chini. Kama saa hii unaona unaweza eka vidole mbili tu peke yake. Between the tire and the body. But I can also adjust the ende juu. Ukikuja uangalia kama hii hata huwezi weka kidole hapa.
Huwezi weka hata kidole.
Pia huwezi.
So hiyo imeshukishwa chini ndio iweze kuperform better. Like I told you earlier, ukaweza kucheza with the center of gravity vizuri, gari yako inakuwa more stable. Hence you don't have to worry about when you're speeding. Lakini si mtu akukuta na gari gap iko mkono kama mbili zinaingia. You know, it's too bouncy. It's not able to balance the center of gravity very well. So hence kwa barabara it can be disastrous.
What about if you are doing 360? 360.
Inaitangwa burnout.
Burnout.
Yes.
What about if you are doing burnout?
Yeah, sasa kama hii inaweza fanya burnout vizuri, hii pia inaweza fanya burnout vizuri, but it's recommended kama inafanya burnout ikuwe umelower center of gravity.
Iko chini kama ile ama zaidi ya ile.
Iko sawa. Kama hii this is a very good height for burnout.
This is the munyama. I told you.
Ndio sababu kachagua hilo gari.
Ndio. Wanafikiri ni mchezo.
Yuko. Relax Makoha. Unaenda. Wacha pupa. Daddy, na pengine tukiangalia wakati ambapo mnalifanyia hili gari mabadiliko mengi katika engine pengine ama katika shughuli nzima ya kuweza kulitengeneza hili gari, huwa kiasi cha mafuta ambacho inatumia ama linatumia inakuwa ni zaidi ama inakuwa inasalia ile ile? Mafuta inaongezeka. Kuna mtu alikuwa ananiambia kwamba ukisikia mapia hiyo ni mafuta inatumika. So it means pia nini tanki ya mafuta mnaongeza ama inabakia vile vile?
Itabakia vile vile. What usually happens is like I said, when you tune ama tune gari remap, once you change those parameters, of course the consumption of the fuel goes up. But also at the same time kuna kitu tunasemanga, you cannot use fuel economy and performance in the same sentence. You have to choose either unataka fuel economy ama unataka performance. But there's also another bit that people don't know. On a normal drive, hii gari inakunywa normal.
On a normal drive?
Yeah, if you're not boosting unajua ni ile unaifinya.
Yes.
Normal drive, gari ina consume normal. It actually consumes normally.
Unaangalia nini?
Unaelewa? Lakini the moment you decide to entertain people on the road, push, kuangalia nani ako na nguvu kuliko mwingine, then of course the car starts consuming more fuel.
Hii gari venye iko hivi, kuna time naweza nikatumia normal drive.
Yes, I use it on normal drive when I'm driving around.
So not the rest of the means.
No, you don't remove.
Yes,
it's just normal. You see, once you put the parameters, unaweza sema probably hii gari so long as I'm below the 2000 RPM, the eco mode is on.
Okay.
You're in normal driving. But the moment you start pushing the car, if it's 2.5, you got 3,000 RPM, then that is something else. Ni 20.
So inaanza kunyonya.
Inaanza kunyonya. And then they also have buttons for S mode. They have S mode. They have sport mode. Triptonic. So you choose. Ni options una choose.
What tunasikia 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive. Maybe mtuweke sawa bana, kwa sababu kuna mtu yuko pale nyumbani anashangaa wakati anazungumzia 2-wheel drive na 4-wheel drive inamaanisha nini?
Kuna kuanga na 2-wheel drive, kuna 4-wheel drive na kuna all-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive, yes.
Okay?
All-wheel drive na 4-wheel drive ni tofauti gani? Kwa sababu gari linaendea magurudumu.
Tofauti.
Ngoja kwanza makoha. Wewe unataka kusema nini? Kabla ajibu, hebu jibu.
4-wheel drive ni kari yote inaenda. Kari yote. Si unaona?
Na 2-wheel drive?
2-wheel drive kari yote pato inaenda. Unaona? So kuna tofauti kubwa sana.
All-wheel drive? All-wheel drive.
Ni yote pato, ni yote ndugu yangu. Wewe maliza hii maneno tuende pana.
Ngoja, tunaenda. Sawa. Relax.
Sawa.
Niko na wewe. Gari lako ndo litakuwa mbele hata.
Ni kweli.
Ako?
Yuko pato.
Baada yako?
Baby. Yuko.
Na pengine ukituweka sawa, umezungumzia 2-wheel drive, kuongelea 4-wheel drive na umesema all-wheel drive.
Yes.
Naam.
So, kwa 2-wheel drive, kuna mara mbili. Kuna front wheel na kuna rear wheel. Okay? Most of the luxury cars, kama hizi, BMWs, the Mercedes and all that, they usually come in form of rear wheel drive.
Rear wheel drive.
Yes, na gari za rear wheel zinakuanga more stable than front wheel drives. Ukikuja yes. Hata top speed, yeah? They're usually very good. Haya, tukikuja kwa front wheel drive,
hizi gari ndogo, Probox.
Sikuwa nataka kusema hivyo lakini amesema.
Hizi gari ndogo. Sema tu ndogo.
Wacha nini vitu kama hizo.
Yes, si gari. Tuk si gari.
Kipi.
Si gari.
Mama yangu, okay.
So wacha tuseme displacement ndogo. That is the correct language. Kwa sababu you don't want to make them feel as if hawana nini. So most of them ndio zinakujanga na hizo front wheels. Then we have the all wheel. All wheels nowadays sana the saloons, the Subarus. Now all wheel drive mostly it's controlled by the computer, the ECU. On the ECU gets to decide where to put the power in case kama
spin.
Yes.
Put power more for you.
Unaelewa, yeah? Then we have the 4-wheel drives. Hizi magari zingine kubwa sema hivyo. Surf, the Land Cruisers, the Range Rovers and the likes.
Nini makoha?
Namwangalia asiende.
Unajificha nyuma yangu nini?
Asiende pamba.
Naona
anaweza chukuliwa hapa nikionanga. Si mchezo.
Kwanza ako na dere.
Dere, enga.
Ngoja, hajapeana namba.
Asichukue please.
Relax.
Please.
Unaenda na
sawa papa.
Ndio.
So that is the difference between the front, the rear, the 4-wheel and the all-wheel drive.
Yes. Okay, sawa, ndivyo mambo yalivyo. Kumbuka kwamba itakapotimia mida ya saa 8 na dakika 5 tutakuwa tunashuka katika uwanja ule wa Kasarani, angalau tuweze kupata shughuli nzima, kwa sababu magari yale namna ambavyo nimekueleza atakuwa anakimbia kwa usambamba, magari mawili, alafu baadaye atakuwa anaondoka katika maeneo yale ya Kasarani na baadaye kuweza kuelekea katika eneo lile la Naivasha ambako shughuli hii itakuwa inaandaliwa. Kumbuka kwamba vituo ambavyo atakuwa anawania itakuwa ni Elementaita, Kedong, Geothermal, Soisambu, kuna Sleeping Warrior, Malewa pamoja na Hell's Gate ambako shughuli hii itaweza kufungwa siku ya Jumapili.
Na hawaendi ng'ambo kama inchi saa inchi kama nini kama Kakamega namna hivi.
Kakamega ni inchi ya nje?
Si hata Kikomba ni inchi ya nje pana namna gani?
Hizi ni town za hapa Kenya.
Kwa hivyo hizi ni inchi tu za hapa.
Sio inchi za hapa, town ni maeneo tu ya humu nchini.
Ya Kenya. Kwani niko kwa dunia kani jamani?
Nikao wewe nikao umechanganyikiwa kidogo.
Si ulongo.
Sasa makoha, usiingie kwa gari.
Imefika wakati ingia kwa yako. Utaingia kwa gari.
Ngoja mimi nitaingia kwa ile raia. Ingia kama ingia kwa gari lako.
Mama, kucha.
Na uko serious?
Niko very serious bwana. Bwana mchezo si ndio?
Na uko serious?
Ingia hapa hivi.
Sumpatie omena ashike. Haya.
Pepe nishikie omena. Wewe hulala papa.
Nibebe nini?
I will force you.
Nibebe nini?
I will force you as well.
Nibebe nini makoha? Nibebe nini?
Wafanya hivi. Pepe blanketi.
Nibebe blanketi. So umeenda?
Tuolele papa. Ngoja wewe. Fanya na mimi. Pepe na pepe helmet nyingi.
Nibebe helmet nyingi.
Pepe helmet nyingi. Sawa papa.
Haya sawa.
Chapa hizo mapaka.
Two, one, and they're off. Craig Monty and Monty Kearney. And up next, all the way from Paraguay.
The ceremonial start in a rally is the official opening of a WRC event in the center of the host city, where fans get to see the crews and cars up close as they drive onto the podium, give short interviews before they give way to the next car. In Kenya, the ceremonial start is back at the spectacular traditional KICC in Nairobi on Thursday. The ceremonial start is followed by the super special stage, which is a crowd puller. Friday and Saturday are the long days of special rally stages, which push cars and the crews alike to the limit before the finish on Sunday, where the winner of the rally is the one who completes all the stages in the shortest cumulative time. The super special stage of Triple Ace, if you like, is set on a stadium with two parallel tracks where drivers race against each other in a looping circuit or sprint around a course. It is also run in city center locations like Kasarani in Kenya, where the super special stage is a big attraction to fans. The shakedown is a full-speed test where the crews are given an opportunity to test their competition cars on a terrain similar to the rally before the event starts. This usually happens on Wednesday. Competitors must drive through the shakedown stage at least 3 times, which are timed. The Wolf Power Stage is a thrilling rally closing stage in a WRC event where drivers push to get additional points by scoring the fastest times, which are awarded on a scale of 5 to 1.
have returned to Africa for one of the World Rally Championships' most iconic events, the sun-baked savannas of Kenya, hosting the historic Safari Rally. The wildlife and scenery will, as always, be some of the stars of the show, but we'll be starting in Nairobi's famous super special stage. We get underway in a few moments' time. It's the mark of our season-long adventure that 6 weeks after the frozen forests of Sweden, we've moved to East Africa. Kenya's Safari Rally returning to its traditional spring date, roughly around the start of the rainy season. More on that later. 2024 calendar, including returns to Poland and a new event in Latvia. But we got underway, as always, in the mountains above Monte Carlo. Something of a spectacular start, and it was Thierry Neuville who came out on top in a thrilling three-way fight for his second victory at this iconic event and a maximum score. Moving on to Sweden, some of the toughest winter conditions seen for years. Adrian Fromeux with a first podium, Elvin Evans in second, and Hyundai's Esa-Pekka Lappi claiming the second win of his career and the first for more than 6 years. And a new point-scoring system for 2024 has already provided an interesting mix of results after the opening 2 rounds. Neuville is the early championship leader. The ever-consistent Evans just 3 points behind, and M Sport Ford's Formeau a fine third. In the Manufacturers' Championships, it's even closer. Hyundai and Toyota tied on 87 points. So we turn our attention to Kenya. As always, incredible scenes here in Africa. The wildlife providing the backdrop, but the challenge of the stages is also unique to our sport. So once again, though, we are going to start with the Kasarani Super Special in the capital city, Nairobi. One of the season's most spectacular of these man-made tests. A head-to-head battle that works as something of a safari preview. Some long straights to pick up speed, a couple of jumps, also very dusty. Of course, here 2 years ago,